Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Podcast Season 4. We're here at the Claremont Distillery MadMinds event. Y'all already know the business, but we're just going to hop straight into it because I totally messed up the intro before because I forgot to press the record button on the mics. So we'll have Miguel and Nathaniel come back into it because things happen. But my boy, without further ado, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yo, my name is whylamar from border Edmonton, PA.
Word. So tell me, dude, is this your first MadMinds event? Is it? Have you been to a bunch of them?
No, this is my first MadMinds event.
Word. So how far did you travel to come here?
I live like 55 minutes from my school.
55 minutes? Dude, so how old are you?
19.
19, damn. All right, bet. How long have you been in the music game?
So I've been doing music since I was 14 years old.
Sick. So is it mainly hip hop, singing?
I do both. Yeah.
You do both?
Yeah, like it started out from like drill because my cousins did drill, but I wasn't like really all into drill. But drill, it's like connected to everything, so that's how I started.
Nah, dude, I definitely feel that. So tell me, dude, what artists, when you started growing up with music and started to dabble into it, inspire you the most?
So I would say it really changed crazy, but I would say first starting to everything, it was like Core and like PNB Rock. Core is like a Philly artist.
Word.
And it was like Meek Mill, Drake, and stuff like that. But then when I got older, I wanted to start like punk rock, so it was like Neck Deep. And I got into Knuckle Puck and stuff like all that crazy stuff. And then DC the Don and that Uzi, Juice WRLD, all that.
Word. So have you performed on this big of a stage before, or is this your biggest performance so far?
I'll say this is my biggest performance so far.
Word.
Yeah.
So how many performances have you done before?
I'd say I did like 2. Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Word. So how does it feel performing in front of this type of stage? Because I don't think there's anywhere else in Jersey right now where you have this big of a venue and these many people actually to perform in front of.
Yeah, I think it feels cool. It feels good.
Word. How'd you feel the feeling of the crowd? Because it's always hard. I feel like whenever you do an open mic, like the first I feel like 10 are usually like it's hard because we're just like starting to get into the vibe and everything.
I want, honestly, for some people I can understand that, but I feel like it's just like, for me, it's just an adrenaline rush. Once you hop on the stage, everything's just like gone. It's just like the people are with you there, like they're there to see you. So it's just like you got nothing to worry about, bro. Just do you.
Word.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for the people who are coming in and want to perform on the MadMinds stage?
Just do what you want, bro. You're an outcast. I'm an outcast. Do whatever you want you think is right. Who cares what everybody else think? It is what it is. Your world.
Bad dude. Yo, do me a favor. Let the people know where they can find you, your socials, any shout-outs that you want to do. Now's the time to do it.
My socials is whylamar, WHYLAMAR, on all social media, and that's Instagram, and that's Spotify, Apple Music, all that, YouTube, everything.
Bad dude. Yo, thank you so much for coming on the pod, bro. We'll catch you around, dude, all right? Much love, man.
You have a good one.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Podcast here at the Claremont Distillery, MadMinds. My boy, I know you just came off stage, but please let the people know who you are and where you're from.
My name is B. Abel, and I am from Madison, New Jersey.
Bad. So tell me, dude, how long did you take to come here today to the MadMinds event?
It didn't really take me that long. It just took me like, 25 minutes?
Word. And tell me, dude, how long, have you been coming to the MadMinds event? Is this your first one? Is this your third one? Let me know.
Oh, man. It's been so many MadMinds takeovers I've been in. Probably, I don't know if I've been there since the inception, but definitely a long time.
Definitely a long time. So let me ask you, dude, after this many MadMinds, this is like my third MadMinds that I've come to now. I'm trying to think, what inspires you to make your music? Are you a rapper? Are you a singer?
I'm a saxophonist who can rap and sing, man.
You're a saxophonist that can rap and sing? No way. When did you start playing saxophone?
I started playing saxophone when I was 13 years old.
When you were 13? Did you do classical, jazz?
I did jazz.
Jazz. Nice. So who inspired you to start rapping?
My cousin Samad Savage, and also my cousin Anwar. So it's all family.
Dude. I didn't know your cousin was Samad Savage. She's been on the podcast before.
Samad and I are very tight.
Dude.
We're not blood related, but we're bonded by love. We are bonded by the same uncle. So
sick, dude. For sure. So tell me, dude, when you're performing and stuff, what's going through your mind when you're on that stage?
When I'm going on that stage, I want to make sure to connect with the audience, make sure that they relate to me, that I get some empathy, rather because of my story, my condition. But overall, I just want to have a good time. Word.
And how do you do that? How do you make people feel you? How do you make people feel what you're trying to perform with?
Well, I just tell them my story, about me being diagnosed with autism and ADHD, dealing with my mental health with depression. Just tell them a little bit about my story so that they can relate to me in a way, know about the struggle, but that I'm fighting through it. And I encourage others to fight through their struggles as well.
Well, dude, I super appreciate you sharing that with us. I know that's very hard to deal with. I know I've dealt with depression in my own life as well. But, I think music is one of the things that saved my life. I'm very sure you feel similar.
Oh, please. Music is my best friend. Like, there has been no point, no day where I'm not thinking about music, where I'm not listening to music, not singing to music, not writing music. So music is definitely a me, man.
Dude, I appreciate it to that max, and I can relate hella heavy. Dude, please let the people know where they could find you, where they could follow your socials, and any shout-outs that you want to do. Now's the time to do it.
Unfortunately, I have no social media, so if anyone wants my phone number, I'll be here. Please ask me for it if you want it. I don't want to give a shout out to my girlfriend Morgan, who cannot be here tonight. She's one of my main inspirations. She's the person that really keeps me going.
But yo, shout out Morgan, my boy. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you, my homie, and we'll see you at another MadMinds, boy.
Thank you very much for having me.
You ready to just hop into it?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MadMinds. You already know we keep it flowing, we keep it going. My boy, without further ado, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Hi, beautiful people. I go by the name as GreggP. That's my artist name. That's my actual name, but my artist name is GreggP. So nice to meet ya.
GreggP, let me ask you a question. What number MadMinds is this for you? Is this your first one? Have you been to multiple ones?
Bro, I'm be honest, I've been here since 2019, dog. I can't even keep count.
2019.
Yeah, bro, I've been seeing this shit for a while. It's funny, 2 weeks ago, Turk posted an old video of me of 2021 or maybe 2020 of me giving Turk its props of building some really dope community out there, and it's crazy because that was 2 weeks ago, and that time frame was a couple years ago, and the fact that he's still doing that shit to this day is crazy, man. So I've been rocking with Turk for a while.
Dude, yeah, no, Turk is the man, dude. I'm so appreciative that he's able to put on shows like this because there's not really many places in Jersey today where you could perform and actually have a crowd that's rocking with you in a vibe like this,
Nah, for sure, man. I think this is I think it's a dope community. I feel like Turk, in terms of throwing Jersey shows, he is a true example of doing it for the community and giving artists an opportunity to showcase their art and showcase their brand and to make connections and everything like that. So I love it. I love this area, man. I'm not gonna lie.
So, dude, tell me a little bit more about yourself. Are you a rapper? Are you a singer? What do you do exactly?
So in terms of specific genres, I consider myself as an artist/brand because I feel like in terms of GreggP, I want to do anything that I think is dope in terms of traditional hip hop, in terms of hyper pop, in terms of emo, spoken word, anything that I think is dope, that's what I want to do. So in terms of as an overall grand spectrum, I just think GreggP is a brand. I'm not a business man, I'm a business man.
I feel you.
That sounded mad corny, but you know what I mean? That's the way it was. But in terms of genres and everything, traditional hip hop, I mostly experimented. That's the style I go for, that I shine well in, and yeah, that's me.
So what's your goal as an artist? Are you trying to blow up? Are you doing this just as a passion? How are you feeling about it?
I want to be one of the most influential artists to come out of Jersey. And I say that because I feel like we had many examples from the past of artists who had opportunities to shine and had that longevity career, but unfortunately, maybe not even their fault. Maybe it's just their style. Maybe it was the art. Maybe it was the business. They couldn't fall through. My goal is to break that curse and be able to have that longevity career and go as far as I possibly fucking want to in this industry. In terms of if I want to go as far and go straight to the Grammys, I could do that with ease. Or if I want to go for the radio, I could do that with ease. But the foundation will always be my art, my authentic self, and the love and genuine energy I give off to people. That's what I want. That was the dream that drove me, but that is now my goal. That is what I want, and this is my career. This is something I want. This is my legacy. This is something that's going to break generational curses and break curses for the friends and family around me. I want this to be. I want to take this as far as I possibly could and reach the fucking craziest heights you can imagine, bro. So that's my goal. And when I say influential artists out of Jersey, I want to prove that this shit is possible for people where we're from. You know what I mean? I don't want to be just another local legend. I want to show yeah, we're taking this shit for real, you know?
Dude, I'll tell you what, I can respect the shit out of that, dude, and I respect you, and I want to thank you for coming on to the podcast and talking and kicking it up with me, dude.
That was 3 minutes already?
Yeah, dude, I know it goes
talk too
super
much.
quick. No, but let me tell you, we got a lot of clips from that, so trust me, bro.
Yeah.
But, bro, we'll see each other at the next MadMinds, hopefully. We'll also get to talk a little bit more, but, dude, now is the time to let the people know where they can find you, and any shout-outs that you got, now is the time.
Yeah, for sure. My social media is my Instagram and TikTok is at youngpanerabread_. I just think it's a funny name. My artist name is GreggP. That's where you'll find all my music at on Spotify and YouTube and everything. And in terms of shout outs, I just want to say a quick shout out for my family for helping me out as much as I can and supporting me. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me in terms of helping me get connections into helping sharing my music, and just anyone that shows me love and anyone that give me a listen and allows me to be heard. I appreciate the fuck out of you, and I appreciate you because this is part of that. This is part of the legacy that I'm trying to build, and I'm super grateful for that, man. And I look forward into hopefully a full interview with you in the future.
I got you, homie. Yo, GreggP, much respect, bro. Take care. I'll catch you soon, man.
Word, bro. Gang.
All right, you ready to just hop into it?
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MadMinds event in Claremont Distillery. I was about to say Morristown, but we're in Fairfield, New Jersey. I was thinking about the last event.
Yeah,
my boy, take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Hey, what's up, man? It's fucking Tango. Coming from a small town in Randolph, I do a lot of synth pop, synth wave. I'm trying to bring a lot of nostalgia back into music, and I feel like everyone else in this world really needs to feel like they're kids again. We need that.
Dude, I can respect. I love synth pop, synth wave, dude. I love that you're doing something like different than a lot of the hip hop artists. So, would you say you're a rapper, singer?
I would say I'd be a singer, most likely.
Singer,
yes,
mostly?
100% a singer.
Sick, dude. So when did you get started in the game?
So I actually started recording around probably when I was 14, 15. Quite honestly, it was quite horrible. We're all trying to practice. We're all trying to be, what you envision as artists, correct? And, it didn't come out the way it was supposed to. I was working in GarageBand and all of that, and it just sounded horrible. But, now I'm starting to get in. I actually work with these kind of people at the Vault Studios. Tyler Braddock, actually shout out to Tyler Braddock and Matt Pelosi. Huge fans of them. They do a lot of hard work. And we've been working on this new single for about 7 months now. We've been working really hard trying to envision what synth and nostalgia is. The song's called Closer Forever, new. It just got released February 9th. And we're trying our hardest to really replicate what it is to feel nostalgia.
Word, I definitely feel that, dude. So tell me, dude, how about the MadMinds for you? Like, is this your first MadMinds? Is this your second, third?
So this is actually my third MadMinds.
Word.
I've briefly talked with Turkish Royale, and, I like the way that he proposed and commercialized himself, trying to get out in different venues. I actually started out seeing him in the, not the Claremont, but, what is it?
Homestead?
Homestead, yeah, that's
Got
the one,
you.
yeah, Homestead. As well as, as great as it was packed. But it was small. But now I'm seeing it here in Claremont Distillery. It is huge.
Word.
The volume of people, the class of people, not a bad look on it.
Word, dude. So, dude, we're actually coming pretty close to the end of the interview, but I wanted to get one more question out of you.
Sure.
Or one more answer, sorry. If you had advice for anybody who's trying to make it as an artist in Jersey, what advice would you give them?
One advice. Suene original, be original, and no te preocupas, because the world knows where you want to be in life.
Oye, no me dijiste que podías hablar español,
Claro que
pues.
sí,
¿De dónde
claro que
eres?
sí. De Colombia.
Colombia, peruano. Yeah, bro. Dude, thank you so much for popping on the podcast. Let the people know where they can find you. Any shout outs you want to do? Now is the time to do it.
All right, shout out my socials, Tango, T for Tango _ARANGO. I do a lot of synthy 80s nostalgia stuff, and thank you for the people here doing the AOCHO podcast. Thank you.
Dude, appreciate you, dude. We'll catch you around at another MadMinds.
Gotcha.
Hopefully we'll get to link up soon, dude. Bye. Fucking boy. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for the people who like started out because there was just mic problems going on. Dude, that whole intro that I did with you and Nathaniel, I didn't even press record.
No.
Didn't even press record.
Wow.
So like when the first guy came in, I was like, well, I guess I'm doing another intro.
I was wondering why you did the second intro, but then I thought maybe it was since we're gonna cut it, it might work.
Well, I'm like, I try in and out of like doing intros with people.
Okay.
So sometimes I say it and sometimes I'm just like, yo, who are you? Like, let's get to it,
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird this time because, we have like a 3-minute limit on like each of the artists because I'm like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like when I did this last time, like I learned a couple things where I was like, well, I also had no help last time. So this time I have,
A bit more of a team.
Yeah, dude.
A bit more of a team, and like I said, our job is really just making things a little bit easier for you, figuring out that with the artists, letting them know about the time, letting them know that get in their brains, get their socials ready. Because sometimes you got to think of your Instagram in the moment, you're like,
Yeah, and yeah, dude, it's just wild, dude, because, some people, like, they have really long answers already, and I'm just like, yo, like, I know, like, you want to, like, talk forever, but we got to keep this moving,
Yeah.
But honestly, 3 minutes, from, like, to get a lot of clips from, I mean, look, honestly, if you're looking at this and you're an artist and you're not taking advantage of where we've talked, I mean, it's a learning experience as well. Like, it's not every time you go to a place and you get to have an interview after where people are actually, like, asking you questions that matter,
Very true.
And as you keep doing this, I think being good in front of a camera, being well-spoken, and not even well-spoken, but articulating what is on your brain when you answer a question is very important. And it's hard to do it on the spot like this. Some people get very nervous in front of a camera. They get nervous because of the lights. They get nervous because of, like, my energy. Although I try my best to, like, be, like, very welcoming.
I think you keep a really calm energy. I think it's also you gotta also consider it for the artist, the disparity between performing in front of a crowd of this size and then some of them not having prior experience, and then coming on a podcast where they have to be a little bit more tamed. Because I don't know if you heard, but there already been 2 instances of where the Turk had to go up. 2 people have already like assaulted 2 cameramen while they were filming, like grabbing their cameras and grabbing the people. Like 2 performers insulted 2 cameramen, so that's why Turk was up like, yo, please stop touching the cameraman. Like this is the last warning. Like I know I have to get serious on y'all. Like I don't want to, but like please stop touching the cameraman. We've already had 2 instances, and I was like, yo, I saw one of them, and I was like,
that's wild, yo. I will say this: if you're watching this and like you come to the MadMinds event, if there's one thing that like we're always growing, we're always getting bigger, and it's super dope. But at the same time, if there's one thing, if you look at any of the other MadMinds interviews that I've done with all the people, the #1 word that keeps reoccurring and reoccurring is family, and that's the #1 thing. And everybody looks out for each other. So if you're gonna come in with that negative energy or trying to do that BS, get out, yo. We do not want that. We don't want any part of that, and I'm pretty sure, even though Turk's not here, I'm very sure he co-signs that. So
absolutely. And this is an environment where we're trying to facilitate a space for artists to be artists and to be yourself, and we know that can come sometimes with a lot of emotion, but you also have to understand that an artist has a time and place for that, and knowing how to control that and make that marketable, make that accessible to the masses is important. So that energy is lovely. Like we love that creativity, we love that enthusiasm, we love that energy and that fire in you, but there's a way to use that on stage and there's a way to use that, inappropriately.
Yeah, you'll go learning as you do the process and everything, but dude, I'm gonna get Nathaniel on here real quick too, so let's switch it out. Nathaniel, come on in. Guys, this is my other helper for today, also one of my homies since college.
Turn my bitch up.
My boy Nathaniel. I just want to let you know, before that whole intro we did, completely lost it because I forgot to hit record.
Okay.
So, but yeah, dude, guys, this is Nathaniel. Nathaniel's been on, what, 2 podcasts already? 1 podcast?
I think 2.
I think 2, right?
Yeah.
Right? I think so.
Yeah, I'm 3P.
3P. Now it's the 3P.
Call me Chris Bosch, baby.
Damn. So how you feeling today, bro? How you feeling about looking at the MadMinds and everything? Like, what's going on today?
I'm feeling great. At first, I was a little skeptical, but the energy's immaculate. The amount of people that showed up is astounding. We're 2 hours in right now. There are so many people, so many young, enthusiastic artists, guests. Like, you can see it in their eyes. Like, people are just excited to be here, to mingle, to be out and perform and enjoy some good music and good entertainment.
And you know what? I kind of want to dive deep a little bit into that. What do you mean by skeptical? Like, what were you skeptical of? And be as harsh as you want.
it's hard to get people outside. It's hard to get people outside to show support for local artists, under-advertised businesses, small organizations. It's hard to get support and it's hard to get a large following. And I know you said the last event at Homestead, right?
Yeah.
Had like probably about 300 people come through the whole time. I think that's crazy. I think that's absolutely insane. I've been to that venue. It holds a lot of people, but I wouldn't imagine that place getting packed like that. So that's phenomenal for us to have these numbers and for MadMinds to be able to do this and do this consistently too. Consistency is so important, and for them to be able to do that, it's really cool.
You know what? And you know, we're gonna check in with you like a couple of more times throughout the night, because I want to see like how your vibe is throughout the night, and you let me know, okay, this is how it was the first 2 hours in, and I guess we'll see how it gets around like 10 and 11. You know what I mean? Because you know, and I'm not gonna hold you. The other MadMinds events that we had were on Sundays. This is a Saturday, so I don't know. It might be a lot more poppin' than we actually think. And as the night gets later, you know what I mean, people might still come up and show up. So you know, we'll always check it out.
Yeah, see, that's a crazy thing. You never know. It's either gonna start hot, fall off, or it's gonna start. I mean, it's already hot, so it's gonna start hot, just get hotter. So we're gonna find out.
Bet. So Nathaniel, thank you for coming on real quick. We'll check in with you for a second, and back in a second, I guess we'll get Winter on, or whoever on, and we'll just let them. We'll just make it move. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a guest from the crowd. I don't know who she is. I've never met her before in my life, to be completely honest. This is the first time, so it's definitely not pre-made or anything like that.
I just start talking to random people. It's okay.
Let's get that mic a little bit closer to you.
Can you tell I've never done this before?
Nah, it's cool. So it's your first podcast?
Yes, absolutely.
Matter of fact, before we get started, take a couple minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
All right, I'm Jennifer Ibarra. I'm from Little Falls. I actually did grow up with this one over here. Kindergarten, all through childhood, best friends. I just live a simple life right now. I'm working full-time job. I was working a part-time job, but I'm taking a little break. But yeah, I'm just your average everyday person.
Yeah, dude, much love. You know what? When we DM'd real quick, when you told me you were coming, I was like, oh my God. And it's crazy because I would have been totally psyched if I saw you like here and I had no idea you were coming. But how do you feel about the event so far? This is MadMinds, you know, this has been going on. I don't even know how long they've been doing shows, but what's your impression of the show and how everything's going on so far?
I love this. I saw the videos of the last one, but I would have never thought like being in person how much of a vibe it is. Like just, especially to the outside coming inside, I was like, I didn't know what to expect.
It's weird, right?
It is. It's like a little speakeasy. Also too, like I've recently have been going out and trying new things and looking at underground things. So I've only been to like 1 or 2 underground like live shows like this. So just seeing this one locally is like, what?
Yeah. I know, I definitely know. I feel that. And it's crazy because I was really spoiled. I love the Claremont Distillery. Shout out to Claremont. But we also do a show out in Morristown in the Homestead. That was my first show, and I think we had like about 500 people there at one point, which is insane. I was super spoiled at that point, you know. But this is still dope too. And not only that, usually we do our shows on a Sunday.
Yeah.
This is a Saturday, and it's still early. So I don't know how much we're expecting like people to come in. I know we've already sold about like 350 tickets.
Yeah.
So we're expecting like a lot more. But like, how you feel about the performers so far? This is the open mic section. You know, this is like not even our main events yet. Like, what are you seeing?
You know what? I actually love the performances that have been going on. I think there's only been like not even 10 artists so far that have shown their music. Half of them, I'm just like, all right, I need to follow you on Instagram. Like, I love the beats. I'm also the type of person too. I don't look up artists or songs. Like, I'm just an everyday like radio person. If it comes on, I'll listen to it. Or Pandora is really where I find my music. If it pops up from new artists from different channels, that's how I get my music. I try to look at local artists, but just being here and seeing the talent that is local, we grew up around here. So me, I'm like not expecting much since I'm not in the music industry. I don't know that many artists, so I don't know what to expect. But coming here and just seeing the talent, how people are so prepared and their energy, it's great to see. Like, God bless everybody in their business.
Well, big shout out to you, and thank you so much for coming through. We'll definitely be kicking it up when, you know, I take a break here and everything. But let the people know where they can find you, your socials, any shout outs that you want to do. Now is the time to do it.
Shout outs. You're putting me on the spot. I always got to shout out AOCHO podcast, but this is a podcast, so
I appreciate it.
how can I advertise it on its own platform? I'm trying to think of artists that are friends, but I can't really shout anyone out. I'm just local, everyday, average person. I love seeing you. Your growth. I love seeing how far you've come. Ever since this man was a child, I knew in middle school he was gonna make something in music. Like I always saw you. What was his name in middle school? Mr. Cruz?
Mr. Cruzal?
Mr. Cruzal.
Yeah.
There we go. I knew it. Ever since then, when you started playing the instrument and you were like his best buddy, you were gonna make it far. So God bless and shout out to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Jen. We'll catch you at the next MadMinds or whenever we see each other,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. All right.
Winter, break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast. We're here in the Claremont Distillery. To the left of me, y'all know him. He's been on the pod before. Shout out the song 1, 2, 4, 3. I don't wanna go ahead and speak in my voice. Sir.
Nah, bro. Thank you so much for this shit, bro.
My boy. For the people who don't know you, I'm sorry for cutting you off. For the people who don't know you, take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yo, what's up, everybody? We here at the MadMinds Takeover Show. It's your boy, Winter Break. I'm from Paterson, New Jersey, repping the Winter Pack. And yeah, we here, bro. This is crazy as hell. First time over here is wild, bro.
Yeah, dude. So tell me, dude, what is your impressions of MadMinds? Is it what you thought it was going to be? Did you have any skepticism before coming in? Let the people know.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. This is my first, like I said, this is my first time coming to a MadMinds event, and I didn't know what to expect. But this is honestly, like you said, one of the craziest shows I've been to. Like everything about this place is crazy as hell, and it's so fire that this is around here. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, this definitely exceeded all expectations, bro. Like, shout out to Turkish Royale, bro. This dude is crazy.
Turk is wild, bro. That's my brother, bro. That's my Ashkam. Only the real Turks know that. Only the real Turks know about that word.
What you just said.
But they'll find out. You'll find out. We'll Google Translate it later.
Yeah,
but dude, tell me, dude. So how is the vibe here so far? Like, how would you describe it?
Honestly, I feel like it's just a bunch of good vibes, yo. Like, everybody's a little bit different. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody came, and I feel like everybody already knows basically that everyone here is somewhat doing something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or you're just showing love to somebody that's doing something. So just off the bat, you could tell that there was just good vibes here and that everybody's here just to like have a good time. Like, you know what I mean?
Word, dude. So when it comes to performing, I don't know if you got the opportunity to get on the open mic list or anything, but when it comes to performing, what advice do you have for people who are going to perform on the stage?
Honestly, bro, I didn't get on yet, but I'm planning to. So it's coming soon. But if I had any advice to anybody else, I would just say, just be yourself on stage. Like, you know what I mean? When I was first starting to perform, I noticed, like, I used to try to do, like, a whole script and everything. Like, try to really make something like, yo, this is my name, blah, 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 because that's what people want. And you think that you got to have a whole script of it. But, you know, like, when you get on stage and you let all that little shaky shit go away, it just comes to you. So, you know, just go on stage and be comfortable and just be ready to just kill that shit and do what you're ready to do. You know what I mean? Like, you ready for this shit already. So,
well,
yeah.
dude, I'm gonna ask you one more question and try to get one more answer from you. When it comes to putting on events like this, how organized does MadMinds seem compared to other events that you've been to in Jersey?
Yo, this is one of the most craziest events that I've been to, because it's like, not only does the shit look crazy, but it's like you could tell that there was a lot of work put into the actual organization of this whole place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got this crazy guy doing a whole podcast here. Like, you don't get this shit, bro. You don't get this just doing it. You gotta be organized for this man. So yeah, bro, like, but all jokes aside, this shit is just crazy. Just organized, and like I said, bro, it's just wild as hell to see that this is here. You know what I mean? Because that's how much it hit me. Like, damn, bro, we're really just inside of, like, you know what I mean? Jersey.
We in
Jersey, bro.
Claremont and Fairfield, dude. Of all places that have like a crazy hip hop show.
Yeah,
well, dude,
word.
I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. Y'all already know Winter Break. You can find them on social media at Winter Break. Real quick, let the people know where they can find you. I know I just shouted you out, but go ahead.
Now you can find me on Instagram at WNTRBRRK, and then WNTRBRK on everything else. It's a guy Winter Break. And I'm out of here, yo. Good shit on everything you're doing.
Thank you so much, dude. We'll catch you on the next one, man. Hell yeah. Peace. Much love. Guys, welcome back to the Claremont Distillery. You already know AOCHO podcast, and this is someone who has been on the podcast before, coming back, MadMinds, Claremont Distillery Part 2. I guess Part 2 for AOCHO at least. But my boy, please take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
I'm trapgio, and you know that's Broken.
Gang, 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 gang.
The girl that was just there, that's Bliss. What's
Word.
up?
So, dude, you just got off the stage?
Yeah.
How was it today, man? Like, how was the vibes? You know, it's a Saturday, it's not a Sunday, it's different. Tell me how it was, dude.
Super turn. Like, the energy was crazy.
Word, dude.
A lot of feedback.
So, tell me, dude, what number of MadMinds is this for you?
Number 2.
Number 2? So how is this a little bit different? Are you feel like the vibes are a little bit bigger? Are you feeling it's like the same? Like, just tell me straight up blunt.
Definitely got bigger. I was like, whoa.
So tell me, dude, what advice do you have for people who go up on the MadMinds stage and perform?
Give it your all. Like, I think I said that last time, but like, it's give it your all, just have fun. You know what I'm saying? And like, give the people, you know, tickets $20, so you know, make it worth it.
Yeah, dude. And
you feel me?
You know, it's crazy. Like, I feel like something that we don't talk a lot about in Jersey is the different opportunities that you can get performing. And I think what a lot of people don't realize is that you go to different venues, they'll charge you $250 to get on stage. They'll charge you $250. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other event in Jersey that charges what we charge. And it's like, I don't get a part of that charge either. You know what I mean? I'm here doing it for the people. I'm here for the artists.
Yeah.
So tell me, dude, you know, coming here, have you been to other events as well?
Yeah, of course.
So where does MadMinds, I don't want you to say no names because it's all love for anybody who's putting out events in Jersey. But when it comes to MadMinds, how does it stack up to the rest of what you've been to?
Now, MadMinds is very, like, I guess they got it to this level because it takes time. So I wouldn't even knock any of the other venues. You know what I'm saying? They're on their come up also.
For sure. So I got a couple more questions for you. When it comes to performing your music and making your music, who inspires you to do what you do?
Young Thug, Free Thugger.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's probably Young Thug, Chief Keef, Travis, Kanye. There's a couple of them, but yeah.
And my last question for you is, so what inspires you? Oh, I just asked that.
Yeah.
But my last question is, when it comes to actually performing, you know, what advice? I asked that too.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place, bro,
No, you're
honestly,
good.
today. When it comes to making your music, what is your process like?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just one take stuff. I just walk in there and just say whatever. And sometimes, like, it's a song that'll never see the light of day, or it'll be a song that I'm obsessed with. It's like, yeah, it's always like that.
Word. Well, my boy, if you have any shout outs, let the people know where they can find you, Instagram, everything, and we'll call it a quick pod.
Well, yep. Trapgio, not Trapgio on Instagram, Trapgio on Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, all that stuff. Yes,
Dude, my boy, thank you for coming on the pod again. My bad for stumbling up. I don't know what's going through my brain, but it's much love always, bro. Thank you so much, dude. We'll catch you at another one.
Much love.
Jack.
Chill, Beto, yo.
My boy, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast. I'm so happy to have you back, bro.
Long time no see.
Dude, long time no see. Correct, bro. Real quick, for the people who don't know, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
I am jackWD on Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud, the Wrestling Drummer on Instagram and TikTok. I am also partnered with Oracle's VIP roster. In other words, I get my own website and I get to hear about their event opportunities first and shit. And I'm also from Lakewood, New Jersey, which is very far from Fairfield, which is, you know, I travel all the time and, you know, and to an extent it's paying off, but I will get my roses.
Dude, let me tell you, I've been following you for a while. I've been appreciating and seeing what you do. I love how consistent you are with your Screaming in the Car series, dude.
Yeah.
I catch up on that all the time. And when you finally hit the 1 year mark,
The 1 year, 365.
that was wild.
Wild, yeah.
Let the people know, what number are you on now?
Today, 542, and it's a very funny one with like shemygrandelifemusic and GreggP. It was like GreggP was like telling Grande Life to release Wake Up and just record that shit, and I just like, you know, caught the moment. It was so freaking hilarious. So I hope to get a bunch of likes and views and stuff.
Dude, for sure, dude. And I think consistency is key, and it's one of my favorite things to always see when it comes on my feed. I don't do this often on the podcast, but I'd be honored if you had me on one of your screaming reels at one point, dude.
We gotta figure out a day.
We'll figure out the day, but I would be so honored to come on.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
how was performing on the MadMinds stage with you? Like, describe to me the vibes and how this MadMinds compared to the rest that you've been to.
Yo, let me tell you something. I go to this show called Kurt Donovan's Underground Developmental, which is more hardcore and stuff. So I'm more used to like the hardcore venues lately. But like MadMinds, out of all the rap shows that are like usually chill, it's more mainstream. MadMinds is the one place I feel like myself. I'm allowed to be myself and be as hardcore as I want. The crowd's always fucking lit. Everything's fucking lit. I love fucking Turk with everything. I got Droopy, Griffin. Yo, I just couldn't ask for anything more. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm allowed to be myself. I love it.
And you know what? Funny enough, since this is our second interview that we have going on here, I kind of want to get into some like more little bit difficult questions. Tell me, so everything that you have on and stuff, I feel like people are super quick to judge, but the thing I love most about you is that you're out here being yourself, you know what I mean?
Yes, I am.
So tell me, how do you get past all the haters or anybody who talks crap about you?
How do I get past the haters? I have my moments of haters getting to me, but not like MadMinds. It's like you walk into a MadMinds or actually any place, no one really cares actually. I think that's all just the internet because people hide behind the screen and they can say whatever they want. But like, you know, you go to anywhere else, people usually keep themselves unless they say something. But like me personally, how do I get out and do like my metal stuff, my metal outfit? You know, I just want people to know more about me in a way. Like I don't know how else to say it and shit, you know. I want people to know more about me.
Dude, no, I totally feel that, dude.
Yeah.
And so tell me, dude, what also inspires you to make your music and also inspires you to go crazy on stage like you do?
What's it called? It's like, I like studying other artists and rappers and stuff. You know, it's just people in the microphone, they're doing their music. But then, how do I stick out from the crowd? And why do I travel to all these shows just to, you know, be like everyone else? I'm not supposed to be like everyone else. I'm allowed to be myself. And how do I do that? I just like, think outside the box, always think outside the box, you know, ranging from the music, the artistry, image, and it's just a bunch of all these and things that just concoct into one formula, and then that just become me. And I think the hard part about people accepting it is because how different I am, but I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just love metal, and I just can't help it but to express myself like that.
Word, dude. Yo, Jack, you know I respect you. You know I'm a fan, dude. Yeah. And I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. Yeah, if you have any shout-outs, you could do that now and let the people know where they can find you and follow you.
Yo, jackWD on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, The Wrestling Drummer on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you want to find me. Shout out to Oracle. I'm part of their VIP roster, and then, you know, go to jackwd.com, fill out the notify form, and you get all the latest updates doing SMS messaging, you know, directly to you instead of me just doing a post and it gets lost in the algorithm. You get the SMS messaging all to yourself. And shout out to Ghost Boy for putting together Oracle. You know, it's like, I mean, he's giving artists these tools to get better with connecting with their fans. We also have a free Discord if you want to be a part of it. It's pretty cool, and everyone gets to talk to each other. We're like over 100 people on the Discord, so you get plenty of connections in there, and they're still growing. And also, I got a huge show coming up Saturday, March 4th at Jersey City. Come see me for the ticket link and help me win, because it's a whole rap competition. The more tickets I sell, the better chances I have of winning.
Dude, Jack, thank you for coming on the pod, bro. We'll catch you at the next one, all right?
Yeah, thank you, Beto.
Much love, bro.
Yeah. Also, my new song, Inside Out, coming out March 3rd on a Friday. I'm performing it at Artists in the Jungle. Come catch me.
And you ready to just hop into it? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Show podcast. Just so a little bit belly there. I don't know, still working on my six-pack. My boy, take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Ant, or a.k.a. Apollo. Instagram is opticsbyapollo. I'm a photographer, director, based out of Pt.2, New Jersey.
Bet, bro. So tell me, dude, is this your first MadMinds? Is this your second MadMinds?
So this is, I want to say, probably like third, fourth. I've been shooting here for a while now.
Word. So how you feeling about this MadMinds, bro? How are the vibes? Can you describe to me how the ambience is?
Bro, the vibes are crazy. Ambience is insane. Like, I walked in, I felt the energy. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let's do this.
That dude. So did you get off the stage and performing? Are you a rapper, singer?
So I'm a photographer. So I'm doing more behind the scenes content.
Bet. You just said that.
That's cool. It happens.
So photography. How long have you been a photographer for?
So I've been a photographer about 4 to 5 years now.
Word.
Yeah, I've been doing that, and so as music videos as well.
Word, dude. So what artists have you worked with?
So my boy Dante is actually here. He's headlining tonight. night. I've been shooting with him for a minute now, so.
Sick. So I'm definitely going to be talking to him later then.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
Say less, dude.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for photographers who are just getting into the game and trying to make it?
I would say do what you love, find your style, and don't be afraid to experiment, because that's the biggest thing. You want to be different in a world full of, like, you know, people that do what you do, so they want to stand out.
Word. So what is your goal as a photographer?
So my goal is to showcase rappers that aren't, like, say, popular or have a huge following, showcase their work, because there's a lot of underrated rappers out here, especially in New Jersey. I'm just trying to show some light on them.
Interesting that you say that, because what I like to ask people who are actually in the scene and doing stuff with all these different artists, how do you feel about the Jersey music scene? Like, you know, I feel like a lot of people hate on us or they feel like it's non-existent. What is your take on it?
Honestly, not lying about that, but the thing with Jersey artists is that it's so diverse, especially like nowadays, because you have your drill rappers, you have your R&B singers, like you have a whole bunch of different artists that you can literally shoot whatever, and it's just a bunch of different vibes going on. So,
Also, real quick, camera question. What camera do you suggest when people are just getting into to get as their first camera?
Funny thing is, my job, I sell cameras, so
man, that's
so
easy.
It's crazy. So I say normally I shoot Sony myself for my video work. I also shoot Canon as well, but a first camera, a Sony A7 III, just go all in, man.
Oh, just go all in?
Just go all in.
All right, because I'll tell you what, because I actually have the Sony A6400.
Okay, that's a great camera.
And I'm looking to upgrade, but you know what the problem is? It doesn't have the image stabilization. So when I take videos, it's whack. Like, when I have it still, like, it's great, but when I'm, like, you know, run and gun, it's terrible.
Actually, can I give you some advice? So the one thing is, it doesn't matter the camera, it's the creative behind it. You show your vision, not the camera.
Bet. You know what? I respect that, my dude, but we're here at the end of the podcast. Let the people know where they could find you and any shout-outs that you have. Now is the time to do it.
So you may find me on my Instagram, opticsbyapollo, or my main page, Apollo.jpegs. Hit me up whenever. Let me know. Let's work.
Dude, Apollo, much respect, bro. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll catch each other, all right?
Of course.
Make sure you shoot me a DM so I can get the follow.
Of course,
back.
I got you.
Bro, much love, man. 2 geek, 1, 2. 10 minus 8 geeked, my boy. 5 minus 3 geeked, 6 minus 4 geeked. Y'all already know the business. It's 2 geeked getting into the chair today. I think this is like maybe the third time. Third time, 3 times a charm. I think you're the first person to come on this podcast 3 times. The first person to come on 3 times. We're making records then. Bro, for the people who don't know, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
It's 2 geeked from Patterson, New Jersey. You feel me? TWO. Geek, you feel me? Follow me on all social media, all platforms. So we out here.
Word. Let me point this mic just a little bit more towards you. So, dude, tell me, MadMinds, you know, crazy event. What are the vibes like? What's the ambience like right now?
Listen, the vibes at MadMinds is always crazy, always there, always turned. You feel me? We always lit at MadMinds. I ain't gonna lie. They always got a different vibe than any other show. I ain't gonna lie.
So I'll tell you what, because I'm going to switch up the questions now a little bit, because you're somebody who's come to these type of scenes consistently. You're somebody who's in the community consistently, and I love seeing that. So you coming here consistently, what do you think artists need to work on the most when you see people perform here?
Don't forget your lyrics.
Right? I mean, it happens to all of us, but at the same time.
You feel me? You're going to go through that little stage where you try a new song or something like that, and you don't know the lyrics, but me personally, I'd rather do a song I've done 1,000,000 times before I do a new song.
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, at a certain point, like, if you're, like, an established artist, and by established, I mean, like, Adele, you know? Like, if Adele, like, forgets her lyrics, like, no one's going to care. Because she's going to be like, I mean, like, she's going to look crazy, but at the same time, people are going to be like, yo, like, she's going to hop right back into it. But if you're trying your first time to get into this and being taken seriously,
then
like, if you're not killing it.
You got to know that's the thing, because we're not established if you really think about it. So when you're not established yet, you got to know what you're doing, because that one show could be the last show, or that one show could be the reason that you do your next show.
Word.
You feel me? So you gotta really give your all at every show.
So talk to me a little bit. You've been actually hosting some of your own shows as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Throwing one March 30th. I just threw one April 6th. That shit was a movie at the Meat Locker. We throwing one in Patterson March 30th though. Pull up. But the last one was a movie. You should have been there.
Word. Dude, yeah, dude, I'm going to try to get in there as much as I can. Meat Locker's a hard venue to kind of set this up, but we'll figure something out. We'll definitely figure something out.
It's a little small, but we work it out.
But tell me, where in Patterson is going to be the
It's going to be at Ripe Studio, if y'all heard of it. It's a nice studio. We're going to be in the back.
Word. So how hard was it to find a venue that you could actually perform at and have an event like this in Patterson?
Not too hard because I know them.
Word.
But if I didn't know them, it'd be pretty hard.
Word.
You don't
Word.
just find venues. You don't.
So I got one more question for you, dude. What advice do you have for artists in general who are trying to make it?
Shit, I'm gonna keep going with don't forget your lyrics. Cause I do that shit a lot. I freestyle all my songs. None of my songs is written, so I've been there plenty of times, and I just feel like don't forget your lyrics. Don't just give your all in every performance, cause I'm telling you that one performance could be the reason you blow, and that's a fact.
Word, dude. Well, 2.geeked, I want to thank you so much for coming on to the
Thank you for having me
podcast
on
again,
here.
dude. I always appreciate you, bro. I can't wait for number 4, right?
Gonna be here next time, number 4.
Much love, bro. Go follow 2.geeked. You already know the vibes, yo. Peace out, bro. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Perfect. All right, you ready to just hop into it?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, welcome back to the Ayo Chill podcast. You already know the vibes, artist after artist. My boy, take a couple minutes, seconds, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Of course. My name's Anthony Coppola. I'm here as the projector. Got an open mic set going on. And I'm also here as operating CMO of Oracle Artist Marketing and Events, setting up artists with awesome benefits, setting up awesome events for artists to come and show what they got going on. And I'm also here, he's not on camera right now, but I'm here with our COO and also somebody else that we brought onto the team that we're training on how to do the event sponsors and things like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll just ask you a couple questions about what you do.
Yeah,
so
sure.
what do you provide for artists that you feel like they struggle with the most doing themselves?
Yeah, so we provide artists with the same tools that larger labels or companies would provide to them, but under less restrictions and also at a better deal than you might get if you were to pay for all of the services we offer individually. Basically, we take all of the tools that major labels would hound you for, like contract-wise, and provide to you through that means, but through more of like a Netflix subscription. It's $100 a month, just to disclose that, and you get a website builder, you get SMS blasting, you get access to all of the events that we set up, you get automated social media posts to your Instagram, TikTok, all that, everything you need to do. It's basically all-in-one service that helps artists boost their business.
Word, dude. And so tell me, are you from Jersey?
Yeah.
So tell me, you know, how, like, with all the artists that are working in Jersey, how do you see the Jersey artist scene? Because I almost feel like if you know about the industry, Jersey seems to be very blackballed in the industry and slept on.
It's very strange. Being around the industry a lot and seeing the way that it operates, there's definitely a different perspective you get. Like from an outsider's perspective, as if like a fan or something, they'll come in and they'll see an event like this and they're not thinking about all the little like things. What's gonna happen if like something cuts on the power? What's gonna happen if somebody doesn't show up? You know, after being in that scene for a long time and seeing, as you said, how people get blackballed, how people get screwed around with, it's definitely a whole different perspective that once you're into it and once you see that happen, you can't really get that out of your mind. And it can benefit you just from a business point of viewing it. If you aren't thinking so lackadaisically about it and you're thinking of events like this more from a business side of things, it kind of keeps your head on straight as an artist. Like, oh, I'll make sure if this event runs smoothly, if I go there, watch it run smoothly, then I have more trust to go there and perform, or I have more trust to go there and sponsor something, essentially.
Word, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, my boy, I would love to continue this conversation, but we're coming towards the end of the podcast. Let the people know if you have any shout outs, let the people know where they could find you and any shout outs you have. Now's the time to do it.
All right, I'm Anthony Coppola. I go by The Projector. You can find me on Instagram at _projector_973. And if you want to get it set up on Oracle Artist Marketing and Events, then you can hit us up at Oracle USA on Instagram, or all the links actually are through the Instagram right now. We also have the website set up, oracleusa.com. So,
God, dude, thank you for coming on the pod,
oh yeah,
bro.
no problem,
I appreciate you, bro.
I've been watching you on Instagram. I'm happy to get out here. It's really cool.
Thank you,
cool.
dude. I appreciate it, bro. We'll link soon. We'll link soon.
For sure.
All right, so we'll just hop right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayo Chill podcast. Y'all already know the vibes. Another artist, another interview. You already know. My boy, please take a couple seconds, minutes. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yo, what's good? I'm shemygrandelifemusic. I'm a rapper from Toms River, New Jersey. Pretty much, you know, the last time I saw you, I think it was like what?
In October, I believe.
You were in a Teletubby uniform.
I was in the Teletubby. Yeah, everybody remembers the Teletubby, right?
And I was like the homeless person back then. Yeah,
yeah, dude, I remember. So, dude, tell me, how is the vibes here at MadMinds this time around? Describe to me the ambience that's going on.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like back in October, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. But I don't know, there was just something special about today's performance. When I was on that stage and I performed, I don't know, it was just like a different experience. I think it has to do with like the crowd like participating in you, and it's all about the energy. Like, so when the crowd gives you that energy and like you give them the energy back, it kind of like makes this big impact in like your performance. And that's what I love about it, when the crowd gets, you know, starts participating, getting wild.
For sure.
Like I don't know if you saw jackWD, that was my boy, bro. Like,
yeah, dude, I love Jack.
Yo.
We were just talking about you when we was here too.
Oh, yo, I don't know if you saw it, but you're gonna see it if you haven't seen it in the footage later, probably was somewhere. But this man literally like freaking crowd surfed. He was getting crazy, like mosh pits were happening. I don't think I've ever seen like a show this crazy like yet from MadMinds. I haven't been here in forever. Like
Word.
October was my first time back, and then I think we had like another one or whatever.
Word.
But like being back here and like seeing how much like progression's going on, like I think this is actually a lot more packed than like the last one too.
Yo, for sure. I mean, the vibes here are super crazy and immaculate. So,
yeah.
But tell me, dude, how is your journey going as an artist? Like, where are you in this process? Like, how are you feeling about what you're doing?
So, as I told you back in October, you know, I was getting back into things. You know, my depression was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still like going through a lot of dark things like in my like life, and it's been like kind of like a roadblock for me. But I'm pretty much, you know, trying my hardest to push through, make my music. So right now I have a song coming out this summer where me and Nerd Boy Just, I don't know if you know him. Actually, you reviewed it on your Instagram, actually.
Oh, yes.
Hope you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a song coming out this summer. I'm not sure of the date yet. It's gonna either be like May, June, or July that we release it. So that's gonna be a big thing. I'm working on other stuff. I'm writing music currently. I haven't written in like forever, but I'm definitely doing things.
So I got one more question for you before we start heading out, but I want to get from you, what advice do you have for artists who are truly doing this and want to make this a career and a living?
So the best advice I can give you, and I know I forgot what I gave last time, but the best thing I can give you is be you. Never change for anybody. Follow your dreams, never give up, because people always give up at the last minute, right before they gain what they want to gain, you know?
For sure.
So just keep being you, keep doing what you do, and do what you love. That's all that matters.
Word.
And don't worry about anybody. Don't worry about their opinion. Don't worry about their words, you know? Just keep doing you, and if you think you're doing something right, you're doing something right.
Right.
I appreciate it, man.
Dude.
It's so nice seeing you again.
Dude, it's always nice seeing you, dude. Thank you for always showing love on the lives. I super appreciate it.
Yeah, it's so nice seeing you in person. I mean, this has been a while, man.
Yeah, dude, it's been a minute, dude. Let the people know if you have any shout-outs, you can do that now, and where they can find you and follow you online.
Awesome. So pretty much, if you guys want to support me and check me out deeper in my music career, I have a YouTube channel that I just started. It's a vlogging channel. It's shemygrandelifemusic on YouTube. No spaces. Definitely check that out, because I'm starting my vlogging journey with music. And on my Instagram, most importantly, follow me there. shemygrandelifemusic, no spaces. And yeah, you can find everything from there, really. So,
yo,
I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it, yo. Yo, take care. I will catch each other on the floor, all right?
Awesome, thank you, man.
Much love, much love. I got you soon, dude. I got you soon. We'll talk. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Claremont Distillery, AOCHO Podcast. Y'all already know the vibes. My boy, please take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Of course. My name is Mezilithh, Mezolith. I also go by Merzum, but that's like another pseudonym. From Elizabeth, New Jersey originally, born and raised, but now I live in Union. Not too far, but Jersey-based regardless.
Dude, Mezilithh, we've had conversations before online before, right?
Yeah, I tuned in. Shema Grande actually put me on. He tuned me into the weekly, the Fridays.
Word. Music reviews and advice, yeah.
Yeah, I would have sent something, but I was literally in the middle of class.
Dude, no, you're chilling. Yo, you're chilling, homie, and it's all good, bro. I always appreciate the love. Anybody who shows up, it's a blessing for me, dude. You already know. So, dude, tell me, is this your first MadMinds? Like, have you been here before?
I have not. This is my first time, but it's awesome.
It's awesome?
I really love it.
Can you describe to me the vibes that you had here?
It's very diverse. Like I like being around different types of people. I get a little bored being around like the same people, if I'm being honest. So I like that there's so many different types of people with different sounds.
Word, dude. So tell me, how is it, like, did you get to perform at all on stage? So how was it performing? Is this your first performance, second performance?
It's like, I don't know, definitely not my first, but I don't know. I like to treat everyone like my first, and I like to go big or go home. And it's my first time at one of these events, so I was a little nervous, but I just used that as energy.
Word. So tell me, what advice do you have for people who do perform and want to do what you're doing?
Who do perform? I'd say just go for it. The worst you could do is not take that leap. I was lucky, like I've been performing since like middle school, like my friends here and there, and then I got into performance in high school, so I was lucky to have that pre-exposing exposure, but you know, can't hurt to try.
Word, dude. So tell me also, so coming here and everything, like, how does it feel being an artist in Jersey? Like, how do you feel about the Jersey music scene?
There's a lot to offer. There's a lot. Like, you're never gonna find the same thing here and there. Like, even though like I do like alternative rap and like I know some other artists who do alternative rap, it's not all the same. Like Jack compared to my sound may be completely different, or like Shemygrandelifemusic to like two.geeked. Like, there's always differences. Nobody's exactly the same.
Word, homie. So what are you now looking to do in the rest of your career? What are your goals from here on out?
The rest, I'm just hoping to really explore my sounds. Like I have like 13 different song snippets of like different sounds: pop punk, synth punk, speed metal, a bunch of different sounds in my laptop right now.
Word, homie. Dude, we're here at the end of the pod. Really quick interview, but I want to thank you so much for coming on. It means a lot. And thank you for popping into the lives. It really means the world to me, dude. Please let the people know where they can find you, your Instas, any shout outs that you have. Now is the time to do it.
You can find me Instagram at mezilithh, 2 underscores at the beginning and the end. I have a side project coming soon, Crimson Moon, Crim, SVN, Moon, X's instead of O's. And that's pretty much it.
Dude, homie, appreciate you so much. We'll catch you on another one, and we'll catch you at another MadMinds, all right, dude? Much love, bro. Peace out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast. You already know the vibes. Another podcast, more artists. Guys, please take a couple of seconds. I'll start with you, and you'll introduce yourself and let the people know where you're from.
Hi, what's up? My name is Terance.glynn. I'm from Bridgewater, New Jersey.
And what about you, my friend?
My name is Mally Timber. I'm from Mount Olive, New Jersey.
Dude, guys, Mount Olive, dude, you know what's what? Did you go to Mount Olive High School?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, I used to compete in the, what's it called? The area band, and we'd do performances, like concert, like classical.
The band over there. I was close with a lot of band people. I was in choir that time for a long time.
I'm a singer too, bro.
I was tight with all the band people. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's sick, bro. Mount Olive's a sick school. So, guys, tell me, how was it, you know, performing and stuff?
Seriously.
So, is this your first MadMinds, or is it like, you know, have you been to a MadMinds event before?
This is like my second MadMinds, but the last time I was here, I wasn't performing. I was here supporting my homie, and I was at a different location actually.
Word.
But this is a lot better. I like the distillery here. The vibes
awesome.
here are crazy.
This is awesome.
I'm
This
really
is
liking it
definitely
here.
my
It's one
first.
of my favorite places.
So, did you guys perform together, or did you guys perform separate?
We performed separately. We both did separate songs.
So tell me, how was the vibe? How was the audience? Like, how was the interactions here? Describe it for me.
So fire, dude. I can't even put it into words, dude. Everybody's so lit. I was nervous as hell when I first got here. This is my first performance ever, but everybody in here is so fucking chill, dude.
How about you, my friend?
The crowd was amazing. I mean, I thought I was going up against some healthy competition, not gonna lie. As the people behind me that played, they were amazing. And I mean, everybody here was fucking great, but
But we killed that
as soon
shit.
as I stepped up, you know, the whole crowd went crazy, and I was really confident, you know.
So, you know, something very interesting about the music scene that's going on in Jersey, I feel like it's a little bit blackballed. People don't know the scene that's going on, the underground scene that's going on. Can you describe to me how it is being an artist trying to make it in Jersey?
Dude, it's just a lot of work. I mean, it's not even like that deep. Like
So
we're
many
just
artists here.
heads down. We're grinding. Like we're not focusing on anybody else. We're not listening to any haters or nothing. We're just grinding. We just been fucking working nonstop.
And how about you, my friend? What's your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really good artists that come out of Jersey, and not a lot of people know, but this is like a whole terrain of artistic people who are here. And it's just, I'm so glad, I'm so grateful just to be in this area and be able to make music with all these awesome artistic people.
Word. So tell me, so one of the last things I want to ask you guys, so when it comes to doing everything in Jersey, how many other places can you find to perform that's like this venue?
Dude, I don't know. This is my first place I ever performed, so you're asking the wrong fucking guy. But this shit
place
is
is
lit.
unique. This place is very unique. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the best places I've ever seen perform.
no other
people
place like
perform.
this.
I mean, it's just awesome. It's just fun time being here.
I bet. So guys, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on. Let the people know where they can
thanks for
find you,
having me.
social medias, and any shout outs you have, now's the time to do it.
Hey, yo, shout out to MadMinds. This shit is fucking lit. You can follow me at terance.glynn on IG. This is my engineer right here. So Amazing Studios.
If you guys need your mixes right, Action Doc, So Amazing Studios. Come on, man. Let's get it.
Sir.
Stop playing.
You can follow me at Mally_Timber, and we just started a brand new record label actually this year. We're going crazy. It's me, my cousin right here, Terrence, and our videographer who's behind the camera right now.
And we got our
it's
engineer
gonna go
right
crazy.
here.
If you can follow our record label at Glynn_Records. We're gonna put out a lot of content now, and I hope you follow it because we're coming out with a lot of good shit.
They were better than everyone that performed here. Let's get it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys.
He said
Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on.
It was great.
Appreciate y'all. All right, you ready to just hop into it?
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Chill Podcast. You already know the vibes. Claremont Distillery in Fairfield, New Jersey. Next to me, I have a very, very special guest, someone who comes into my lives on a regular basis, and I appreciate it with all my heart. Please take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Hi, my name is molly.minuet. That's my stage name. I'm not telling you my real name. I am from a small town in central New Jersey, Greenbrook, but as far as everyone cares, I'm like from the Somerville area, Plainfield area.
So tell me, Molly, how did you get started into music?
A few years ago, my dad taught me the guitar on a basic level, and I taught myself the rest. And then I started singing and experimenting with my voice. And it culminated in this, tonight, where I hit super duper high notes I didn't know I could hit.
Nice. And so you went up on stage and performed?
Yes.
Amazing. So tell me, how was it like performing? Because MadMinds is one of the biggest stages in New Jersey to perform
Yeah,
at.
I was nervous as heck. Yeah.
And how did you deal with your nerves?
Well, I floundered and for a second there, a second here. But eventually I found my place. I decided to shout the chorus and scream the rest like crazy, like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Got you.
It turned a bad performance into an epic one.
Nice. So tell me, how are the vibes here in MadMinds? Have you been to something like this before?
Once.
So
Before this.
So can you describe how it is being here? What are the vibes like? What is the area like? What are you seeing?
Everyone is pretty friendly. You drive up here, it's like middle of nowhere, but then you notice, this is actually quite a good atmosphere once you get in, once you meet everyone, you say hi, they're all friendly people.
Beautiful. So what advice do you have for artists who are coming to perform and are performing on a big stage like this?
Where do I even start? Well, if you're nervous, you can't find your voice, just do something totally badass. It might work,
I appreciate it. And Molly, one more question for you. When it comes to what inspires you to do your music, what inspires you?
Well, basically, since I'm giving half of my stream revenue and other revenue from music to charity once it starts coming in, that's what's inspiring me to pursue a music career, helping people.
That is beautifully said. Molly, I want to thank you so much for coming on the pod. I want you to thank you so much for supporting me and what I do during our lives and everything, and sharing your music and sharing your art. We appreciate it here at MadMinds, and we appreciate it here at the AOCHO podcast.
Anytime, and don't forget, Beaver will be out March 3rd.
Of course, and I'll be there just to listen, all right? Molly, thank you so much. Let the people know where they can find you, and any shout out that you got, now is the time to do that.
Of course. Molly.minuet on Instagram, molly.minuet on Spotify. That's MOLLYMINUET.
Bet, Molly. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll catch you at another MadMinds, and hopefully we'll run into each other again.
Of course, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Can I take off the headphones there? Thank you.
Ready to hop right into it?
Yeah, man, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast, Claremont Distillery. You already know the vibes. My boy, please take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yeah, word. So I'm Corbin. I'm here with Oracle Artist Marketing and Events. I'm operating CO. And we're here giving out donuts and promoting a show we got, big old show in a warehouse. And just bringing what we got on the table to the artist community.
Word. So I actually think I talked to your boy before who was over here, and we were chopping it up a little bit. So tell me, what do you think artists need the most that they lack doing themselves?
I feel like artists need at least the smallest bit. If you want to be independent, at least the smallest bit of knowledge of the music industry aside from the art. So a lot of what labels like to do is gatekeep the information that they use for marketing and things and tell artists, hey, we know what to do, sign this contract, we could do it. We want to give artists the knowledge that they need, that the labels keep away from them, so that they can do everything on their own with the same tools, with more, the same, if not more efficiency.
So since your company is based out of Jersey, and Jersey being one of the scenes that I feel like are the most slept on, it's the most blackballed, I feel like, in the country, how do you fight that adversity?
So what we like to do with our company could be scalable to the rest of the country, but we're starting in Jersey because obviously this is where I grew up, and I wish that I had these tools when I was coming up as an artist. I sport over 25 million streams nowadays using these tools. And so we're just trying to spread this out throughout Jersey, especially keeping it within Jersey for now, so that Jersey could let their voice be heard throughout the rest of the country before we expand.
So what would you say in general an artist should be investing into? Like, how much money should they be investing into their career, and where should they be investing in?
I think that artists should be investing into consistency and automation. One of the worst problems I had starting out as an artist before I had any success was I forgot the word for it, but going for everything that's shiny and stopping what you were doing before. I feel like there's a phrase or a metaphor, but if you can set up a consistent schedule, be doing the same things, let's say like a show every 2 weeks, drop a song every month, consistency, fans really appreciate that. And if you could set it up, for example, with the tools that we offer, scheduling your posts, scheduling your music to come out with things like DistroKid, not only does it take a lot of the time off your hands, a lot of the work off, but your fans really appreciate it.
So tell me, I have one more question for you before we have to cut this, but I have a question. So what is it like now? Do you see that Jersey music scene is on a growth curve? Do you feel like it's static? And what can be done to accelerate what we're trying to do here in Jersey?
Yeah, for sure. So the music scene in Jersey is definitely coming up. I've been performing since around 2017, 2018. I remember going to Meat Locker shows when I was like 15, 16. Every other day, they'd have like some rap shows, sometimes some rock shows, but it wasn't really all that special. There were a lot of like different things going on, but nowadays I feel like as people are finding easier access to making music and finding through services like ours the ease of doing the things that labels do and having real independence, so much is going on in Jersey, and I feel really hopeful about the future of this scene.
Word, dude. Well, dude, I appreciate it. You're very well spoken. I respect the hell out of you, man. Please let the people know where they can find you and any shout-outs that you have. Now is the time to do it.
Yeah, so our Instagram's Oracle USA. Find everything you need there. And I think our CEO dropped our old domain. It's actually not Oracle USA anymore. It's oraclemarketing.online. If you're an artist, if you're a fan, you want to hear about shows, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to set up your own stuff, check out the website. It's everything you need.
Dude, homie, thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Of course.
I hope to see you again at some point, and hopefully we'll cross roads soon, all right?
Sweet, man.
Bad dude.
Take it easy, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast. You already know the vibes. Claremont Distillery. My boy, we'll hop right into it. Take a couple seconds, minutes. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
My name is Bigwoupp, man. I'm from Morristown, New Jersey, man.
Morristown. Yo, big shouts out to Morristown, dude. So, did you get to perform today?
Yes, sir.
How was it like performing here at MadMinds?
It's different, man. A lot of support.
Word. So, can you describe the atmosphere for me? Like, how is it here? Is it whack? Is it cool? You tell me.
It's cool. I mean, there's a lot of people here that's, like, you feel me, really talented and stuff. You feel me? I support everybody that's here.
Word. So, tell me, are you a rapper?
Yeah, I'm an artist.
So, how many places have you been to perform before in Jersey?
I've been to a lot of places, bro. Miami, Jersey, Philly, New York.
So how does this place stack up to the other places that you've been to?
It's a different type of vibe. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different type of vibes here.
Word. So how long have you been performing for?
Been doing music for probably, I'll say like 8 months.
Word. So tell me, what advice do you have for people who come here and are trying to perform on stage?
Shit, man, just be yourself, man. Be creative, man. You know what I'm saying? People support you. That's what it is.
So I actually have a big question for you. You know, everybody knows that Jersey is kind of slept on. You know, Jersey's been blackballed from the industry, and it's very hard to make it as an artist in Jersey. How are you fighting against the status quo?
I mean, shit, man, I went from having no supporters to having supporters. You feel me? I've really seen that shit change. Like, a lot of shit has changed for me. Like, I never had that much support, you feel me? It's just a lot of shit that changed for me. And I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me.
Word. So what do you accredit your success to?
Just keep going. I don't even know what to say for real. I'm just gonna keep going, man. I can't stop. Can't stop.
And so I have one last question for you, my friend. What makes you different? Why should people turn into you?
My sound is different. I look different, smell different, all type of shit.
Bad dude. So if you have any shout outs, let the people know where they can find your Instagram. If you have any shout outs, now's the time to do it, my boy.
Hey man, follow me on Instagram. My name is bigwoupp, BIGWOUPP. Follow me on Spotify too, bigwoupp. I also got the merch too. I don't know if you see, I got the merch, Guapaholic, man. Follow me on the gram too, Guapaholic.
Sick. Big Wop, thank you so much for coming on to the pod. Hopefully we'll have another time where we get to speak a little bit more, and I'll catch you around at these events, all right?
I appreciate you.
My boy, much love, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, A.O.T.M podcast. I think it's the millionth time I've said Claremont Distillery. My boy, take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Meniceeltremendo, straight out of North, but you know, I'm just representing Jersey. Forget about all that other stuff, man. Straight Jersey, man.
My boy, yo, shout out Nork, yo. Nork is coming up with some crazy scenes right now, crazy artists. Dude, tell me, is this your first MadMinds? Tell me, what is your experience like here so far?
It's my first MadMinds. The experience is pandemonium. I love it. It reminds me of how when I was in like 2009 or something like that, I was in Miami and I felt that Good Life Miami type of life vibe, you know? It was a big venue. And this is not my first time doing shows. This is my 22nd show.
Sick, dude. Congrats.
So, and you know, yeah, one track, cool, whatever. And I chose what the crowd wanted. So, and I've been doing music for a long time, but it took a whole different level now. And I love all the artists now that's coming together, and it's like unified. And when we go to our venues, we all good, man. We ain't about all that other stuff, because when you come with the other stuff, that energy ain't cool.
Word,
you know what I mean?
Nah, like, I feel that.
It's laid back, chilling. We all smoking weed now, man.
So you being an artist in Jersey and you doing what you do, how do you see the Jersey scene in music? Because, you know, a lot of people talk about the Jersey music scene being slept on, being blackballed from the industry. What do you see is different now than the past?
Oh, we like Detroit now, man. No pun intended, baby. We got heavy hitters out here like crazy, and they've been in the underground for a long time, very dormant. But now that the social media coming out and we actually getting to stream and the distributions that we can actually really outgrow the industry type of level style. Because back in the day, that's what I used to do. I used to do mixtapes and all that stuff there. My family could tell you my whole history, you know what I mean? Because they see me grinding. But now I love it because I'm older now. My birthday next month, March. I'm 38. Hey,
happy early birthday,
You
bro.
would think that I'm younger than that, but I'm not, you know what I mean? So I've been around, you know, and I get around like Tupac said. But at the end of the day, like, man, I love it, man. I love all the artists. I love all the crowd. craft. I just love it. When it's no longer fun, I'm done. You know what I mean? That's it. That's what it's all about.
Y quería tratar para hacerte un pregunta en español porque claro que tenemos que vive la raza uno, pero quería preguntarte
Latinoamérica.
¿De dónde eres?
Yo, Puerto Rico, pero soy ecuatoriano a la misma vez.
Ah, está bien, mi amiga allí también está ecuatoriana.
Oh, mira para allá, ¿viste?
Peruano.
Ah, ¿viste?
Peruano,
Chipú.
claro. ¡Callao! Ya tú sabes, él conoce, él sabe. Chipú, callao, carajo.
Tengo muchas amistades que son nacionalidad, you know what I mean? Y eso es lo que es, you know? Diversifying, you know? Shit, Bad Bunny tenía todo el mundo bailando merengue, que en los Grammys. En los Grammys.
Claro.
Hey, ¿viste?
Oye, hacía...
Latinoamérica, papi, because it's America con la, you know, we all... And I love it because it's a unity. Con todo el mundo, así. We're going to conquer whatever we want to conquer. And the negativity, pa'l carajo.
Claro. Well, my friend, I want to thank you so much for coming on the pod and sharing your knowledge. I really appreciate it to the max,
I want to shout out one.
Yeah, of course. Now is the time.
Shout out to King Kong Movement. King Kong Studios, he's an empire. Just check him out. El Bezo as well. You know what I mean? Mas Entertainment, I did a show for them yesterday, bro. That shit was crazy. It's a tour that they doing, so you can catch them in any area, you know what I mean? And just my family, my daughters, everybody that I know, you know what I mean? It's just stay humble, man. And in this craft, just love what you do. Don't worry about all the other stuff, because the other stuff is just, that's the other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, just do what you do and enjoy. Don't worry about like all the negativity, because that is love, you know? Check it out, man. EP Spanglish and the album called Hate to Love Me. That's basically what it's about, you know what I mean? And I got more stuff coming this year, but I'm just chilling.
Word.
You know what I mean?
And let the people know where they can find you on the internet.
On the internet, you can find me, Meniceeltremendo. As soon as you put Meniceeltremendo on Google, you'll find all my work there, because Google got me. I don't know how, but Google got me.
And you already know my homie here. Él es el tremendo. My friend, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you,
much
man.
love. I hope to see you around.
Shout out. What's your podcast?
Ayo Chill Podcast.
Ayo Chill Podcast, baby. You heard it once, you heard it twice, and I'm out. It's nice.
Appreciate you, bro. Much love, man. Much love.
I'm ready when you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayo Chill Podcast. Y'all already know Claremont Distillery, another guest, another artist. My boy, please take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yes, my name is rezlovesu, R-E-Z-L-O-V-E-S, capital U, from New Brunswick, New Jersey, exit 9. Talk to us nice. Yes.
Word, dude.
Excited to be here. Appreciate it, man.
Word. And we're excited to have you, man. So, did you get to perform today?
Fortunately, I did not, but it's a benefit because I did like 4 performances already this week. So, like, my throat is being cold. It's really taking a toll on me. So, I'd rather, save the energy. I got a good show coming up tomorrow. Thanks to my man Farrakhan. So, I'm just excited about finishing the run and getting back to, like, resting, getting back in the studio.
Dude, no, for sure. So, how long have you been in the music game?
I want to say about a decade now. I've been making my music for a decade. This is really the first push where I'm being myself, I'm being open, and I'm just pushing the music out to the world, the videos, the visuals. I'm the creative director behind everything I touch. Every cover I make, every mix. I try to be hands-on. I'm from a Mexican background, so like my family's always taught me to, like, you got to do the job right in every aspect that you're in. Like whether it's you're doing construction or you're in the studio tweaking little things. Like it's got to be right. That's how people are gonna respect your work.
Dude, no, I definitely feel that. I'm coming from a Latino background.
Yes,
I'm Peruvian. So dude, I feel you. And dude, I love my Mexican friends, bro.
Ceviche be lit, bro.
Dude, don't even get me started on Mexican food, bro. What? Your food dominates the U.S. Tacos, burritos, enchiladas, bro. And it's always the Mexican hole-in-the-wall restaurants that are the best, bro. It's when I see the burrito cost like $5, I'm like, this is gonna be the best burrito I've ever had in my life. Chipotle ain't got shit on it. But my boy, I did want to get into a little bit about the music scene. So you said you've been in this game for 10 years.
Yes.
Jersey is one of those places right now in the industry where it feels like we're blackballed. Everybody has been sleeping on us. What's the changes you have seen within the past couple of years, the change in scenery for Jersey music and how it's progressing?
I think with the break of the internet, like it opens opportunities for like creatives like yourself to really shine a light on artists like myself, other artists that are just coming up. We kind of get that direct to consumer approach versus like kids fighting all the time to get on the radio, get on showcases. Like, Turk and the whole team here has been so gracious to like open this place up. It's like a sanctuary for artists. So we have that now where we can make a song yesterday, last night, 30 minutes before the show, and we could bring it right here and we could play it for the crowd and see how they feel. So I think that's one of the biggest push that Jersey has made, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Everywhere I go, it's just nothing but love, nothing but great energy, so I'm happy to be a part of it.
Dude, I mean, it's very well said, because, I don't know too many other places in Jersey where you have an event like this with this amount of people, and it's just love, and it's crazy. And it's crazy, too, because usually we would have the Sunday night spot and this Saturday night spot. I mean, like, there's so many people here. There's a lot of people showing love. So do me a favor. Tell me a little bit more about how you see the different artists here interacting and how you actually feel about their music that they're performing.
I think it's great because you get to see so many artists on the spectrum, like, people who make really experimental hip hop, people who make like soft rock, like house music on a twist. Like, people are doing different things out here, and it's great how we get to actually sit here or stand here and communicate with each other. Because a lot of times it was kind of like, it used to be like very social, high schoolish, where like you had to be part of a certain group to be part of a certain group. But now it's fuck that. I could talk to you, you could talk to him, that person, and that's the great thing about it. So if I like somebody's work, I don't have to like go through a million hula hoops to just reach out to them. I could just be like, hey, hey man, I really like your work, man. I want to tap in. What's going on? So I think you can only find here. Like, it's really special, and you got to nurture it for sure.
And I have one more question for you, my boy.
Of course.
How, not even just MadMinds, but how important is it, events like this, to bring creators together, bring artists together for the progression of the Jersey music culture?
It's very important. I think if the artists, if we're all willing to support, our favorite artist versus like just the one that we hear about, it helps that artist push up even more, like push their content out, be really confident about their artwork, because everybody's going through like oh, this is popular, people like this, people like that, but it's more like we're in an age where you could just be yourself. You could just really like what you want, and the artists here, like, we're able to express that. We're who we are. So I think that's the greatest thing about it. Like, Jersey, there's so many artists, so many talented genres, so many, and but now I'm rambling. I think it's just like a great space for people to just share their work. Before we didn't have that because people used to be really shy about it, but now it's just, be your fucking self. Be yourself. I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. Well, dude, I appreciate it to the max, bro.
Yeah, likewise,
much love.
Man.
Thank you so much for stopping on the podcast, man. I appreciate it. Now's the time. If you have any shout-outs, let the people know where they can find you online and any shout-outs that you have.
Yes, I'm on all platforms, all music platforms. rezlovesu, REZLOVESU, REZLOVES, the letter U. I just dropped a song called Division Street 2 weeks ago. I'm dropping another song called Defeated Demons 23 on the 28th. And I'm going to give you guys a song every month, so stay tuned. You might like this one, you might like the next one, but you're going to like one of them, all right?
Dude, we appreciate you so much. We'll catch you at another event or anywhere around where I'm at, all right?
Appreciate
much
you,
love,
man.
bro. Much love.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah, what's good? Yeah,
all right, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayo Chill podcast, Claremont Distillery. Y'all already know the vibes. I'm already slurring my words a little bit, and I haven't even had a shot yet. But before we get onto it, my boy, please take a couple minutes, seconds, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Listen, man, I'm cornerstorebazz, man, Spring Valley, New York. Up top, Fred Heck, you already know the vibes, man. We outside, 845.
So, my boy, tell me, is this your first MadMinds, second MadMinds?
Honestly, yo, this is my first MadMinds show right here. Like, it's alright, it'll survive though.
Word, yeah, tell me, what's the ambience like? You know, what's the vibes like? Like, tell me about what you're seeing.
You got a lot of great artists that's in the stage. You know what I mean? That hit the stage, fire. You get a whole different type of sound. You know what I mean? And of course, like once you hit the stage, you know what I mean? All that adrenaline rushing is fun, bro. It's fun.
So tell me, dude, since you went up and performed, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about it, man. Like, how is it performing on a stage like this, and how is it performing in front of that many people?
Yo, it's a game changer. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a game changer. You know, like doing showcases before when it's like, because a lot of people will come through, and then like they'll leave after they perform or whatever, and then like by the time somebody else get on the stage, you know what I mean, everybody goes. You know what I mean? But everybody stays here. You know what I mean? So like there's much more of a community, you know what I mean, than just a showcase or open mic. You know what I mean? It's open mic tonight.
Word. Yeah, something that we've always tried to work here on at MadMinds and try to make as much of a community and family aspect as possible, you know? And I think it's very hard because in Jersey, the problem with, you know, us being blackballed from the industry, people sleeping on what we do, and not only that, like having actual places to perform at in Jersey, you know? How do you feel like events like this add and help grow to the Jersey culture?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bar. I ain't know Jersey was blackballed like that. But,
dude, I'm gonna even tell you what, because it's wild how much people don't even just want to say Jersey, like in a song. Like for example, Coi Leray shows a lot of love to Jersey, right?
Right.
But in her song, not Players, it's the other one where she was in there, I believe, with SZA. It was the song by DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
He sponsored it, and he was like, Atlanta in the building, Florida in the building.
Yeah.
And when he was going to Coi, New York in the building. And I'm just like, damn, that's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk about how Jersey Club is going crazy right now, right? But nobody talks about it.
Wow,
you know,
that's so.
the video that's going crazy right now, if you didn't see when Lil Uzi Vert went to the Grammys, you know, the interviewer was like, hey, how much love do you have for Jersey? And everybody was mad, surprised of what he said. He's like, oh, I got mad love for Jersey, grew up in Philly and was in Camden back and forth. You know what I mean? So that's just something that, you know, I'm always like trying to bring up with different artists. But you being like, you know, not knowing that, like, how do you feel about the events that go on in Jersey?
I'm not even gonna lie to you, yo, Jersey's where it's at. Because when it comes to New York, when people think about New York, they think about New York City. Like everything's in New York City. In New Jersey, it's like everything's spread around at the perfect distance. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like cause I'm from Rockland, 845. Like there's a lot of shows in the New York City. Like if we go to the Bronx, it's like 35 minutes or whatever. But like in Brooklyn, that's like an hour and change. Queens, hour and change. You know what I mean? Like Jersey, everything's close by. You know what I mean? Like if you're coming from Patterson, that's like 25 minutes. You know what I mean? Like anywhere else, it's just close. And on top of that, like I said before, the environment, bro.
So what advice do you have for artists who are actually trying to make it out here in Jersey?
Oh man, I mean, I really can't speak for artists in New Jersey because I'm from New York, but like as an artist in general, what can I say is, you know what I mean, like, yo, you just can't stop. Whatever momentum that you got, whatever momentum you think you got, yo, just keep going, bro. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going.
And I got one more question for you, my boy, before we start ending the interview. How do you feel music impacts culture in general?
That's tough. Culture, yeah, that's such a difficult question. You know what I mean? Like, it's a deep question, but at the same time, it's just like music is for the soul, man. You know what I mean? Music for the people. Like, I mean, like, there's not one person that wake up on some stuff like, I don't even know. Yo, it's hard to explain, bro.
No, dude,
but like,
it's fine.
It's really hard to explain,
no,
bro.
it's very hard to explain, and that's why I ask it. That's why I ask it. No, but it's very true, you know, because I feel like music is for the soul, you know what I mean? Music helps heal. Music has so many different powers, and I think it's the one thing that's bringing us all together. I mean, we're all different. I mean, in what other situation would we be sitting together in two chairs talking in a mic?
Right.
In a distillery warehouse.
Right,
you know?
yeah, that's a fact.
You know, it's music that brought us together.
Definitely.
With that being said, my boy, if you have any shout-outs, let the people know where they can find you online, and any shout-outs, you can go ahead and look at the camera and
yo, listen, man, cornerstorebazz, Rockland, 845, Spring Valley, New York, up top Fred Heck, you know the vibes. Being me, shout out SC the artist, shout out my brother Apollo, shout out man, shout out I said SC the artist, my brother Apollo, shout out Uncle Bandana, shout out Zanny. Zanny, you know who you are. Shout out all my brothers that ain't here. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, the list can go on. Y'all, we could be here all night if I keep doing shout outs. But yo, if I forgot you, I apologize, but you already know I ain't forget y'all, man. You know
It's all love, bro. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, bro. Much respect. I'll see you around, yo.
You already know, real cornerstone shit.
Holy fuck. Dude, it's been way too long.
Dude, this is crazy, bro.
Dude, you know, it's funny. I usually have a timer for everybody, but so ain't got no timer, bro.
Dude,
What are you talking
I'm gonna
about?
shoot some video when the main acts go on. For now, I'm just chilling, bro. I want to talk to you. I want to chop it up. I don't care what we talk about. I don't care if we talk about artists. I don't care if we talk about podcasts. It don't matter to me, bro.
Dude, can we? I don't even know where to start. I mean, we could go so many directions with this.
This is your podcast, dude. I'm making you start.
All right. You know, let's talk a little bit about how many different places have showed up within the past year of where you can perform in Jersey. Because as much as I want to shout out MadMinds and obviously Turk, I love you to death, but you know, I've seen Billion Bars Club do their thing. I know Al Belz was a part of that. Kurt Donovan has been doing his developmentals in the Meat Locker in Montclair every single Wednesday. He's been killing it. And also I know 2.geeked, who's my boy with the red hair, you know, like he's been killing it too. And this is all things that I've seen that I haven't seen in the past year, you know, like Kurt's always done stuff, but you know, something that we talk about with artists, and I think like if you're a content creator or you're trying to get into the scene at all, is always consistency.
Dude, I was telling,
right?
I think 3 rappers today, I said, if you don't have 100 songs, make 100 songs. If you haven't performed 100 times, perform 100 times.
Yeah.
That's my fucking minimum limit for you to start really getting good at this shit.
Yeah.
Because people think they're gonna go up and it's gonna be how they think it's gonna be in their mind, and we both know that it's not.
Yeah.
Right? And so you gotta get really good, right? Like, there's some people here who are really good, and you gotta study why they're so good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, I love the camaraderie of it, but I also wanna know how are people so good at this, you know what I'm saying? Like why not take it to the next level?
You know what? It's wild because I think this is a good segue into a conversation. I don't think a lot of people realize what it actually takes to go into the business side of this, you know? Like a lot of people love the idea of being an artist, and I think something that I learned a lot, especially towards the tail end of last year, there's like charity and there's business, you know?
Yep.
There's like the people who I could do podcasts with, but they don't really like, you know, bring anything to the table business-wise, but I do them anyway because I either like mess with them, it's more of a selfish reason for me. But then when there's other people who I might bring on who might have a bigger audience, you know what I mean? That's tactical, but also it has to mix in with what I want and also being tactical, you know? Because like, you know, I want to bring in as many artists as I can, and also I'm gonna plug in myself real quick.
Do it.
June in Jersey, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're an artist in Jersey, June in Jersey, 30 podcasts in 30 days is gonna be insane. And that's kind of like my give back to the community, right? But besides that, you know, it's hard to do this. You know, it's hard. Like, if you wanna make music and release it for fun and not care about the numbers, do that, you know? And if something pops off, yay, it pops off. But like, if you're doing this for real, you're not doing it consistently, you're not working at your craft, and you're complaining, why am I not the biggest artist ever? Like, I don't know what's going through your head.
Well, artists don't have goals. That's the problem. They don't know where they want to go, so they just keep going and going and going, and then they realize they're doing the same shit that they were doing before. They're performing the same songs in the same way. They're not outing the crowd interaction. They're saying the same lines. Like, this is me too, man. I'm just learning this shit for the first time. But to your point, I just got a show where I'm opening for somebody and I can sell as many tickets as I want to and make $2 a ticket. I used to not be able to do that. Nobody asked me to open, to do a show. Now I can work with promoters. Now I can, you know, start to get my own shows and make my own money in a small way, $25, $50, $100. But I was making $0.0000000 before. So it's like, but that doesn't happen unless you put the time in, you know, and actually do that.
And let me ask you, how long did that take to even get there?
I mean, making music, probably like maybe 8 years to that. But I could have done it. You know what I do, bro. Like, I don't do music full time. Like, if I would have put my energy in music, I would have been there in the first 4 years, but I didn't. And this is what happened to me, and I think a lot of artists can get this. I didn't have the confidence that my music was good enough for it to be anything more than it was. When I started a business, I realized that as long as you have enough people to believe in it, you're good. But my music didn't prove that to me, even though I did have an audience and a crowd, right? Like, I just, for some reason, there was a disconnect. And then once I figured out business a little bit, just to make a living for myself, then I realized that, okay, if you have the right people, you can make any of this work. Right? So it took me the 8-year span just to get to that level, but you can do it faster. Yes. As long as it just depends what you prioritize. If you prioritize your business, then your podcast, then your music, your results are going to be business, podcast, music. So it just depends what you're going to prioritize. So for me, I didn't prioritize it. I said, okay, I got to find a way to make money. So I figured out how to make money, which paid off, and it's working, and it's great, and I'm grateful, and it's crazy. But also, on the music side, I don't feel behind. I just feel like I'm picking it back up again. And if you feel yourself picking it back up again, that has to be the last time you pick it back up again. You know? So at least for me.
No, dude, and I definitely feel that. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that, you know? Like, it took me a while to even, and sometimes even when you put your all in, there could still be a learning curve. Like, I don't think the journey for any of this stuff is ever easy. And especially when you're in the arts, you know, like, you were there when I just got the studio and just moved into the studio. And that was back when I was still recording on the A6400, right? And it was like, it was almost like, oh, okay. Like, even though I had the studio, I had the place, I was thinking to myself, kind of immaturely, I was like, all right, everything's gonna pop off now, you know? But it wasn't until...
Yeah, but I knew seeing you do that it wasn't gonna pop off. But I knew, I'm not gonna go and tell you like, hey bro, like this isn't gonna, it's not that it didn't work. It's just that it didn't become an overnight sensation.
Of course.
Which none of us are.
Of course.
So none of us are overnight sensations because that's not real.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's almost like now a full year has passed, right, since the studio, and I'm just feeling now. It's not like I have like a giant fruit tree and I'm like, you know, eating all the fruits of my labor, but there are a couple of blossoming things there where I'm just like, okay, now.
Dude, imagine what 4 years in looks like.
Dude,
6 years, 8, 12.
Insane.
Another level, dude. When people are calling you up on the phone to do business with you because they know you and they know what you do, and then you get to decide the terms, right? Like, that's how it goes once you do this enough, you know?
Yeah, and like I said, it still takes a while. Like, I'm not expecting the biggest things, but like, you know, I'm finally seeing like, you know, progress, and I think it's a testament to sticking to it.
I love your consistency, dude.
You know?
And even when you don't release episodes, I'm like, where are your episodes at, right? Because I'm a coach, right? That's what I do for podcasters. That's what I do for other people for a living, which is crazy, but I love to do that shit, dude. Like, I love going to people and going, hey, you're putting 30% pressure on yourself right now. I'm gonna up that to 60. Now let's see your results, right? Like, dude, I've seen it. I've seen when you make June in Jersey all year round, I'm not saying that's what you gotta do, but when you do that type of shit, and I'm not saying I'm there either, that's going to be each time you have June in Jersey, then you're going to have something in December, and then you're going to have people reaching out to you, and you're going to do a live podcast experience with it. Like, it's just going to move up, bro. Year 4, year 8, year 12. It's just going to keep going, and the snowball continues, you know? So you got the consistency, bro. I mean, I was looking at you, I'm like, this guy fucking podcast, I've stopped twice. Like, let's see what's up. And hey, we're both still here, bro.
Yeah, dude. Well, you already know, Sully. I respect the shit out of you.
Love you, bro.
I still think you're the king of podcasting in Jersey. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
You're the man, bro.
I ship Sully a million and 10.
Love this
Please
guy.
let the people know, like, any shout outs, or let the people know where they can find you on socials, and we'll call that a quick pod.
AO Chill Podcast. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, there's a red button. Click it, goes gray. That's what we needed to do. My channel as well, Sullybop on YouTube, SULLYBOP, or Google it. It's going to come up. Sullybop in the drop. Beto, AO Chill Podcast, baby. That's how we roll.
Follow Sully the Sensei, bro. I don't even know what else to say, bro. Yo, thank you so much.
Keep doing your art. I love you.
Love you too, man. We'll catch you on the next one.
Let's
go. Yo.
My boy.
I need everyone to calm the fuck down. I need everybody to relax my boy here, the boss, the man with the golden voice.
Off top.
The man, like, I don't even, dude, you don't even need no introduction. No AO Chill introduction. Just let the people know who you are, where you're from. Let's just get into it.
That's love, bro. That's why I respect you and I fuck with you so much, man. You already know what it is. Bossmobbbaliwop, the professor, coming all the way from, pardon me, I'm a little nervous, man. You know what I'm going through. Man. Coming all the way from Paterson, New Jersey. That's the motherland, you know what I'm saying? A lot of ancient shit going on over there, but a lot of nice art and cultivation as well. Feel what I'm saying? A lot of real thorough people.
Dude, and also shout out Only Stoners, man.
Yes, Lord.
Shout out your company, man. Shout out to everything you're doing, man.
Rolling, MadMinds, motherfucking AO Chill podcast. We out here, man. Only Stoners, boss my boys doing numbers.
So let me ask you something, dude, because now that this is more than our first podcast, we can kind of go into some other topics. Dude, I want to talk about Paterson a little bit, man, because I was born in Paterson, right? And I got a love for the city. Like I actually lived there still.
Right,
you know what I mean? You got all of our Latinos there, Peruvians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, everybody's in there.
Yeah.
But I'm always thinking like it would be my dream to see one day like a performing place for artists to get together in Paterson. What do you think is holding the city back right now?
I ain't gonna hold you. It's pride. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, people know. You feel me? Somebody, if you could think it, you could manifest it. The shit is real. So when you see it on another person and another person doing that, and you know they know that you know, it's hard for you feel me? Because you could take away from your own life, but you shouldn't look at it like that. That's just the everyday thinker, you feel what I'm saying? Every other artist that's not really as elevated or that really want it like that. Because if you really want it like that, are you gonna be selfless in this shit? Feel what I'm saying? You're gonna show love to everybody. Like I be going to every hood, every block, every performer I see that I feel like I fuck with on a certain caliber, whether they street or not. I go up and I show my love. I put my pride all the way to the side. I've been ego deaf.
Yeah, dude.
Feel what I'm saying?
I feel like, you know, like in some instances, like tonight, you know, you feel a lot of love between a lot of people. You know what I mean? But it's like other people got egos. You know what I mean? They want to do this, they want to do that, and I feel like, you know, at a certain point, artists don't understand the actual business that it takes going into this, you know? Like, if you want to do this for real, like, it's one thing if you want the girls, the money, and all that, and it's like, dude, that don't come easy. And even if that's your goal, I think your priorities are mad skewed, you know?
Bro, look, you can take it from me, man. I feel like I done had it all. You feel me? The motherfucking girls, the money, the clothes. I ain't had a whip, so I don't know how to drive respectfully. But I done had some real good times, and I had some real good things. But that shit ain't bring me nothing to what I want now, which is knowledge, elevation, self-preservation, you feel what I'm saying? And love, real love though.
Word.
And that's giving and taking.
Word. So let me ask you a question, because you call yourself the boss. How does the boss stay focused? How does one stay focused and stick to their goals and not get off course?
Look, man, my mother died 2 days ago. Feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't even really know how I'm not crying saying that. I guess I done cried so much, but what I can tell you is, if you really want it, you want that shit. Can't nothing stop you. A death, especially a close one like mine, should make you only really want to go harder. Feel me? If people going through worse than what I'm going through right now, there's somebody out there who just lost his family. You feel what I'm saying?
Word.
How he gonna keep going? Nobody know. But you just gotta really want that shit, you feel me? You just stay focused, keep working, keep working, keep working. You had conversations with your loved ones, and they gave you game, you just ain't really realized because you thought you had so much time, you ain't let it settle. But now that they gone, you feel me? That's just like, Now, for somebody who ain't losing people in their everyday life, just don't fuck it off, because now you're wasting time on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nothing around you crumbling, maybe, not too crazy. You should put your work ethic on full tilt, cut everybody that's bringing negativity towards you, and drown that shit. Flush it down the toilet. You gotta work on self, keep elevating, read some books. Go out of your element, go to different places, travel, meet people, have a simple conversation. Everything ain't always about motherfucking beats and music. It's more about substance, purity. You get what I'm saying? That's how I keep this shit going. That's why I'm the professor.
Boss man, Mally Wop, man. Well, number one, I appreciate you. You're one of the realest people I have on the podcast, man. You say it how it is, and that's what I respect. And on top of it, you promote love, dude. And, you know, I respect it. And my condolences to you, man. If you ever need anything, bro, just reach out to me, DM me, because I've also been through a lot similar too, man. So, dude, always much love to you. Please let the people know where they can find you. Any shout-outs that you have, now's the time to do it, man.
Hey, yo, bossmobbbaliwop. Instagram, BOSSMOBBBALI. You can catch me everywhere, Ballywop, Twitter, motherfucking Facebook, YouTube, all streaming platforms, all that. I'm also working on another tape. I ain't want to promote this one because it's just some throwaway music, but it's still better than everybody present and last and soon to come shit. It's called slide music. And this ain't no drill shit either. Stay wavy. Make sure y'all reading some fucking books, man. Bally's Green Juice coming soon. New Only Stoners merch coming soon. Shout out AO Chill Podcast and MadMinds.
Thank you, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Chill Podcast. You already know the vibes. We're here at the Claremont Distillery, Fairfield, New Jersey. Guys, we'll go one by one. We'll start with you, ladies first. Obviously, wear your manners, dude. Please introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are, where you're from.
What's up, y'all?
Where you from?
I'm from Patterson.
We'll get into that. Tell me your name, where you from.
My name is Broken. Bitch, I'm broken. You already know the vibes, bro. Out of Jersey. I just want everybody to be happy, bro. If you happy, I'm happy. That's it.
Bet. So we'll start off with Patterson. Place I was born. I got a love for Patterson. I always say this in every podcast because I feel like Patterson is super slept on. I mean, we have some music greats that come from there, but sometimes I feel like the city just don't get together enough and show enough love. I feel like egos are through the roof, and it's like we just need to get together. What's your opinion on how Patterson is in the music industry today and their impact on the Jersey scene?
Okay, so honestly, I feel like you said, a lot of them don't get together, and a lot of people's ego is in the way. Like, I feel like instead of all that little fake beefing and cause you from here or there, I can't make music with you, like, we should really come together with our music. Like, it's a lot of fire artists in Patterson, you feel me? My best friend makes music, him, obviously, my other friends, and I feel like y'all should just really start making music with people. Like, y'all hard.
Word. And how about you, my friend?
Look, honestly, bro, I'm not from Patterson, but I spent a lot of time there. I engineered there for a long time. I know a lot of the artists. And bro, like really like the same shit she said. Everybody is too focused on I'm being a thug, I'm being a gangster, I'm beefing with this person, beefing with that person, ops this, ops that. Like, bro, yo, fuck that shit, bro. Make music, it's a beautiful thing. You can really inspire somebody just to like, you can music, bro, like you can really inspire somebody to just live their lives and be happy, bro. But like everybody want to be a gangster. Like it's not all that, bro. Like you don't gotta be a gangster. You don't gotta put your life on the line every day. Like you could just do you, be you, and be happy and be great, bro.
And you know, there's not too many places in Jersey where you get this amount of people together to perform, you know, really add into the culture. What are your guys' thoughts? Is this your first MadMinds? Have you been here before? And how are the vibes here?
Honestly, this is like my third MadMinds. I always love coming here. I always have way more fun than expected. Definitely, I hope they do way more of these. I love them, honestly.
Actually, yo, shout out MadMinds. This is the first time I'm here, and I love it, bro. I'm actually about to fly out to Puerto Rico for a little bit. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, but I might just fly out literally just to do these shows. Like, this shit is dope. I love it. The vibes are crazy. Everybody's cool, bro. It's just love all around, bro. It's immaculate.
And so for you guys, in your musical journey so far, what do you find are the biggest obstacles to really find or reach any goals that you have?
I'm gonna let you go first because you actually make music.
For me, bro, the biggest obstacle is it's that underdog shit, bro. It's like if you an underdog, look, all of us are here right now because we're outcasts, we're underdogs. Nobody ever really thought that we could do shit, bro. And for that reason, nobody wants to click on your link when you post it. Nobody wants to share your shit when you post it. But it's like, yo, bro, the underdog makes it for the greatest story. You feel me? Word. The underdog has the most heart. Like, the underdog is the one that always comes out and inspires people. So why the fuck are you not gonna share our shit? Just like, bro, just share, just be happy that Jersey's doing something good. And it's like, yo, fuck all the bullshit, bro. Just come together, be great together, that's it.
How about you, my friend?
I don't make music. Yeah.
So talk to me. I got one last question for you guys. When it comes to Jersey culture, music, and events like this, do you feel like within the past couple of years it has been on an incline, a decline? Like, what do you see that's getting better, or what do you see that's getting worse?
Honestly, I feel like we should have these in like Patterson and shit. Like, this is gonna be something that people could really, hear other people's music, because they might not click on that link like he said. So they could hear people. I've seen a lot of people here not hear one another, and then they're like, oh, that was hard. Like, can I get your Instagram? We should work together. Like, we definitely should start doing these, and I hope there's more. Like,
how about you, my friend?
Yo, bro, for me, like, these shows are everything. Coming from a place where recently shit hasn't been great, bro. Like, these shows are everything. Feeling the energy, feeling the vibes, bro. Like, I've been going around to people just spreading love, bro. Like, that's it. Like, that shit makes me happy. Look, I'm gonna tell you, like I told everybody that's here so far tonight. Every time I run into somebody, I don't care if I know them, if I don't know them, I'm telling them, are you happy? I'm gonna dap you up, and I'm gonna talk to you about what's not making you happy or why you're happy. Just like, tell me what's good, bro. Even if I don't know you, I want you to DM me and be like, yo, I'm not happy for this reason. This thing is bringing me down. Or just be like, yo, I'm doing great. Thank you for your message. You're amazing. Like, bro, like, I love that shit. I just want people to feel like they're good, bro. If everybody else is good, I swear to God, bro, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Word, dude. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on the pod. Now's the time. If you have any shout-outs, you could do that, and let the people know where they can find you online.
I want to shout out to my best friend, two.geeked, my boy nottrapgio, my boy Broken. Y'all all hard. I love seeing y'all grow every day. This shit is fun as fuck. I'm happy I can experience it. And follow me on Instagram, r.foolya. Go ahead.
All right, you can follow me on Instagram at bitchonbroken, BITCHINBRXKN. Bitch on Broken. You already know the vibes, bro. Jersey up next. And just be happy, bro. That's it.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the pod. I appreciate y'all. I hope to see y'all around at another event. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayo Chill podcast. Y'all already know the vibes. My boy, we'll just hop right into it. Take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Well, besides really loud and awesome music that's happening, my name is Cisco Fresco. And I'm an artist. I've been doing music for about, I guess like since 2018. So more or less like 5 years now, but didn't take it seriously till like, COVID. Like that's when I was like, what am I gonna do? Like I felt like a lot of people had like a epiphany, more or less to say like during COVID, like they realized they were like, damn, like I can actually do something with my time now. Like what am I gonna do? And during that time, it really helped me transition into an artist and have more time to write and also to record as well. So definitely thankful for that. But now I see it more as not as a hobby, but I see it more as like the future to reaching out to people and to changing the world. So that's something that I realized that music could do for not just me, but for the whole entire world. So I really thank God for allowing me to see that, because I never thought music could do that. Like growing up, like I just thought like music was just like dancing and having fun, but like there's like a true meaningful connection with music, and it's beautiful,
Yeah, dude, for sure. And I'll tell you what, places like this, MadMinds, is where I almost feel like one of the biggest hubs in Jersey, where artists could actually come together, collaborate with each other, talk to each other, and actually give each other advice about music. So for you, are you on a path right now where you're just making music to, feed the soul? Or are you actually looking to make this music a part of a business?
Well, it's definitely a part of my business, like because I'm an independent artist. I have it under Fresco Records, which is literally like my record label, which eventually, I'm gonna have that grow eventually. But I don't really look at it as to like if I get signed or anything, because a lot of artists are like, oh, I want to get signed there, but like I definitely want to do it more on the independent route, not because like I want all the money to myself, but because like I feel like there's more leverage and more leg room, and you're able to just drop your music whenever you want to. Like you don't have labels telling you what to do, this and that. So I really feel like that's the route that I want to go to. and I can get to the people better, you know?
Word, no, for sure. So in Jersey, you know, we talk a lot about how becoming a musician in Jersey, finding success in Jersey is one of the most difficult things to do because a lot of people end up going to Cali, to Florida, or even focusing on New York. Why Jersey?
Well, man, to be honest, I disagree, man. I feel like Jersey, like, there's so much freaking talent in Jersey, bro. Like, like no cap, like, I got the smile on my face because you can't lie. Like, this freaking talent in Jersey is just like, it's invigorating. Like, it literally, like, lightens up the whole freaking stage. Like, it's insane, bro. Like, you want to come off somebody like Whitney Houston or people like Missy Elliott that came off from Jersey, or like, what's it called? What's this other big rapper that came out from Jersey? Fetty Wap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of other Jerseys, like so many Jersey artists like 070 Shake, like, that have inspired me, that have made me realize, like, yo, like, I don't gotta go anywhere. I could just literally promote out of my own hometown. Like, I'm originally from New York, but I'm not always repping New York. I'm repping New York and Jersey. Like, I have no like decision between the both. Like, I want to rep both. I want to rep the East Coast. I want to represent the U.S. I want to represent Ecuador, and I want to represent the world in total. Like, I'm not just gonna limit myself as like, oh, I'm only representing like the Latino group. No, like, I want everyone to tune in and to just have a good time, zone out, and just dance, you know? Or vibe out, you know?
So I got one more question for you.
Yeah, brother.
What artists inspire you the most to do what you do, and why?
Damn, what artist inspires me to do what I do? Damn, man. Like, if it were between, I guess it would be between Michael Jackson and, Raul Alejandro. I really like both perspectives, and I just love how dynamic they are as artists, because they're not just singing, they're like dancers and they're performers, and they really capture that stage and the crowd, and they really get everything going litty, and that's something that I want to deliver as an artist, and engage the crowd, have them moving, have them just forgetting about their problems, and just having a really good freaking time, man.
Word, dude.
Yeah.
Well, my boy, I appreciate you so much for coming on the podcast. Now's the time. Let the people know where they can find you, and any shout-outs that you have, now's the time to do it.
Well, guys, you can find me at CISCOFRESEO. That's literally all platforms on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Instagram. You know the vibes, guys. Thank you again. Big shout out to MadMinds. And all I can say is a big shout out to my fiance, Gabby. I love her. Really couldn't have done a lot of my recent music without her. Definitely a big inspiration. Couldn't have done it without God, my family. And thank you once again, guys. Peace. God bless.
Appreciate you so much. We'll catch you on another one, all right?
Catch me at the next one.
Peace. Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Ayo Chill podcast. We got guests coming in. Finally got to take a break and see the beautiful show. Just saw Killy the artist kill it. Shout out to the da-da-da. Yeah, and we're back. We're shooting again. Shout out to all the vendors who are here doing their thing. Like, y'all are really killing it. Y'all have all your tables out, and, you know, I never got to really experience this yet, but now it's great to experience it now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back from break. Went to go take a couple seconds just to sit around, talk around, you know, relax. Actually experience the show for the first time. And you know what? Let me tell you, the artists have been killing it. The vendors are killing it. But without all that to the side, my boy, take a couple seconds, minutes, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my name is DCH, a.k.a. Doncic Ron Henry, a.k.a. Surrounding Don, a.k.a. Bruce Banner. Then nigga going outside, humble nigga. I'm from East Orange, New Jersey. And yeah, I've been rapping forever, and I just performed, and man, it felt good to be back on stage after like 2 years.
Dude, so tell me, dude, how, like, is this your first MadMinds show? Like, have you been to the MadMinds events before?
This is my third MadMinds show. I saw other people perform. I saw Simon Savage. I saw Solus, Blaze, Stephen Xavier, Gino. I saw all them niggas perform, and I'm like, damn, like, really hope I get my time to perform. And then one day Turk was like, yo, you want to perform and be on the set? I was like, oh shit, like yeah, of course. So it was really exciting to just be able to perform and just be able to share my art like that because, like I said, I don't be outside. I work, I go home and make music, wake up, do it all over again. So it was just nice to be like, okay, let me get a night to just like really perform and type shit.
Word, dude, and tell me, what's going through your mind when you're up on that stage, man?
I ain't gonna lie. The one thing that kept running through my head is don't mess up the lyrics, don't mess up the lyrics. And then they also have a smoke machine up there. Yo, bro, like, the breath control really is, like, on challenge. Like, before, I'm like, all right, bro, like, I just gotta drink water and, like, kind of pace through. And with that smoke machine up there, it's like, all right, I gotta control my breathing a little bit. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like, yeah, I gotta chill out up there with the smoke machine. And then, other than that, really just making sure that I'm also looking at people in the crowd. Like, okay, like, you're feeling it, you might not be feeling it. I think I gotta speak to you more, Just making sure, like, I keep the crowd, like, you know, like, focused more or less on me as best as possible.
Word, and it's always hard to do that. I'm not gonna lie, like, I always appreciate anybody who, like, you know, has the passion enough and, like, you know, the gall enough to get up on that stage and do their thing. But, you know, speaking about, you know what's funny? I always hear people from East Orange, and East Orange got a lot of music stuff going on. I always feel like East Orange is slept on. How do you feel about that?
Listen, East Orange it's cool that people want to sleep on this, but like you have people like myself, you have people like Chris Patrick, you have people like, if I'm not mistaken, Baby G. You got a lot of people from East Orange just doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you know, just repping the city as best as possible. So it's cool if they want to sleep on this, but it's just like we got a lot of dope art and creatives just coming out that city. So it's just like, all right, cool, keep sleeping on this. Fine, bro.
And you talk about these different artists, and even like, you know, one very significant one that you said named, you know, Chris Patrick, for example. You know, I feel like a lot of people, not only like in general, you know, East Orange is one thing, but then we speak about the whole state of Jersey.
Exactly.
And you know, and our impact right now in the music industry is at an all-time high. What do you think is keeping us from really getting to that next level and getting that type of respect that we're looking for?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I kind of sort of disagree with you there, because like we already broke into the industry. Like if we go back to Sierra's Level Up, she took that from DJ Telly Tell's Fucking Up Challenge on SoundCloud. Then Drake had the whole Jersey Club shit on his new album. Like we're here already. Like niggas are just now catching up. So it's like, okay, we're already in the scene. Now it's like to make sure that we stay there. It's like it's fine. And we already have someone who's from Jersey in the scene. We have Sydney. Like she's from Maplewood. People forget that. It's just like, no, bro. Like we have her. We have Michael B. Jordan. Like, yo, bro, like the list goes on, bro. Like, let's keep it a bean. Like, Jersey's been here. It's just now we have to make sure we don't let up, more or less.
And you know what? The one thing I do agree with you in that sense, and you did teach me a couple of things right there. But you know what? The biggest thing I do see in Jersey is that there's not enough places like MadMinds to perform. So when people actually go ahead and put on shows, but I will say in the past year, I have seen a lot of other smaller shows pop up.
Yeah.
But what do you think is the hardest thing about, like, why do you think shows are lacking like this, like MadMinds in Jersey?
I think one of the biggest things I'll say is community and ego. Community specifically, because it's just like you have to network with the right people. You got to find who you want to find. You want to make sure that the right people is for you, so on and so forth. And then you got to just, you know, find a building, obviously a venue. You just have to know the right people. And then it's also ego. Everybody from Jersey got this chip on their shoulder, like, oh, I'm better than you, or you're better than me. And I don't know, I have it, or I used to have it, and I like killed it like a while ago. But it's just like a thing of like, oh, you think I'm better, or I think you're better, or you're not better than me. So it's just like, we gotta get rid of that. The sooner we get rid of the ego, the sooner we can be like, oh, we're all talented and dope together, bro. Like, let's do this shit. Like, let's take over and like actually build each other up.
Well, dude, let me tell you, you spit some pretty great gems on this so far.
Hey, man,
but unfortunately, we're at the end of this podcast.
No
but
problem.
I would like to connect at some point in the future. But until then, right now, let the people know where they can find you online. And also, if you have any shout-outs, now is the time to do it.
Got you. Once again, my name is DZH, a.k.a. Dr. Ron Henry, a.k.a. Jerron the Don, a.k.a. Bruce Banner, a.k.a. Black Super Saiyan, a.k.a. that humble nigga that don't really go nowhere and just stay in the crib. As far as shout-outs, shout out to Apollo for coming to the show and filming me. Shout out to MadMinds in general. Shout out to Turk Royale. I mean, like, he's been doing this for a while. In fact, he was able to still do this successfully. He's incredible. Shout out to my man D Boogie, and yeah, man, y'all gonna see Jersey on the map soon. You feel me? Yeah.
Dude, mad respect, bro. Thank you so much, bro. And we'll see you at another MadMinds event or anywhere else, man. Much love, bro.
Legit, let's get it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Chill podcast. You already know the vibes. Claremont Distillery out here in Fairfield, New Jersey. I'm here with my boy S.O.T.M, bro. Talk to me, dude. Just
Straight
match
out
your
the
first
motherfucking mud, man, and my music is a motherfucking drug. Let's get high.
Bro, dude, this is your second time on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you back. I've been seeing you grind, bro. I've been
Yeah.
seeing you grind, dude. It's nice to see the consistency. Somebody who's
Bro.
really putting in the work on the social media. And let me tell you what, I'm just gonna get straight into it because
Yeah.
I think it's mad dope, and it's something different that I haven't seen from anybody else doing.
Yeah.
Performing at strip clubs, bro. Can you tell me how that started, how it's going, and what the future lies in that?
All right, so basically, P Valley. Have you seen the show P Valley?
I've not seen the show P Valley.
You have to go watch it. Be alert. There's some things in there, but it's a good show. The music behind everything in that show is fire. So like, yeah, music. Strip clubs break records depending on what type of artist you are.
Word.
So with the things that I do, I do multiple things. But P Valley is a show that I'm just like, yo, they're going crazy over the strip club and performing. So I'm like, I need to do this. So I created a song called Red Valley, and I've been pushing it to stars. Stars, listen, when you see this, because AO Podcast is going up to the top, you need to book me. I'll beef with Lil Murda if you need me to. I already got a track for it. So I created Red Valley, and I was like, I need to do a strip club tour. So I've been doing little things, networking. Like I was just in St. Louis, I was in Arkansas, I was in Orlando, I was in Atlanta. I'm going to South by Southwest next month. I'm going back to Atlanta, then Chicago, Pittsburgh, Miami, Cleveland. I'm all over. First 6 months is crazy right now. So as I go, I tap in with all the strip clubs. And once I perform, like people be rocking with me. So all the places I'm going, I'm basically just gonna set up a strip club, and then I'm gonna do a whole strip club tour.
Word, dude. So can you tell me, dude, what is the vibes like? How was your first time performing in a strip club?
Oh, I mean, I'm a strip club connoisseur, bro. Like, this is what I do, bro.
Low key,
high key,
low key too.
All high keys, every key that you need, fucking silver, bronze, hotel key, whatever you want, bro. But like, I've been in strip club since I was like 14. I ain't gonna hold you. Rest in peace to my pops. He brought me to a strip club when I was 14. Mom, don't do it. Don't get mad. Listen, Mom, don't get mad, Mom. But Pop brought me to a strip club. Me and my cousins on a family reunion. I was like 14. Because I was always bigger, he was like, oh, he just turned 21. So they believed him. So I literally went to that strip club every freaking week. Because I used to work at Hess gas station, so I used to get like tips.
Word.
So I would go blow my tips at the strip club every week, bro. So I just became like a freaking fiend with it, realistically.
Word.
I don't have a problem. Relax. But after that, like strip clubs was normal. Then I got a couple of my fraternity brothers are promoters.
Word.
So we had strip club events. I'm going out to support, and then I'm a bouncer. So I'm always bouncing at a strip club. So it was just like second nature. You know what I'm saying? So now once I started doing the music, it just fell into place.
Damn. Word, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I imagine it's lit because I saw the videos that you're doing, and they're like, you know, it's not for nothing. Strippers are doing what strippers do, you know, when they dance to the music, but like, you really rock it in there.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. So this shit is expensive, though. I'm not gonna lie. This shit is expensive.
I know. Trust me, I know. But I will diverge the conversation a little bit from there. I do want to talk a little bit about how your performance was here and how you feel like this is adding to your career and like how you feel about the scene in Jersey.
Yo, honestly, right now the scene in Jersey, and I know this will probably sound a little crazy, there are like a couple people that have it right now. Billion Bars has it.
Right.
Fucking MadMinds.
Shout out.
Kurt Donovan is doing his thing.
Kurt Donovan.
And then there's just people at Pino's. What is that? I can't remember the name of the people that do it. But those 4 events have always been love. They always show love. And they used to be Check It Open Mic. They stopped doing it for a while. Hopefully you bring it back. So I hope you're listening. But those places right there, they have like the best energy. So MadMinds has taken that same energy and like blew it up. Because like I've watched so many different artists on this stage, and like my mom was here, my grandmother was here, my grandfather was here, my freaking aunts was here, my brother, and they're all like going through the different emotions of the people that's coming on stage, and I'm like, this is why I love this place. Because you never know what you're gonna get here, and you're always gonna find people that's gonna help you elevate in ways that you never knew that you would be able to elevate. Word. You have to broaden your horizons to be able to be amazing.
Word.
And that's what I'm chasing. I'm chasing to be amazing.
Dude, many gems, bro. Dude, thank you so much for coming here, talking, giving this advice, dude. I love seeing you for the second time. I love everything that
I got a gift for you, man. I got a gift for you,
dude.
man. Listen, man. It's my prototype, man, straight out the mud, man. You feel me?
Dude, bro,
I'm saying
appreciate
first shirt
it,
right
dude.
here.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, brother.
Dude, I
Real.
appreciate it to the max, bro. Dude, much love always, bro. Dude, I'll send you a picture of me rocking this, dude.
Definitely,
for sure,
definitely.
Bro, for
Shout out to
sure, bro.
AO Podcast, man. Shout out to MadMinds. It's going up in here, man. MadMinds is the future. MadMinds is the future, man.
Dude, let the people know where they can find you. Let the people know your Instagrams and any shout outs that you have.
You can find me on the gram, S.O.T.M_ATP. You look at my music up, S.O.T.M on all platforms. Merch coming soon. I got everything. Summertime, listen, tap in with me if you want to connect, if you want to network, whatever you need, I got it. I'm the plug.
Bet, bro. Yo, thank you so much. Much
Word.
love, bro. We'll catch you next time, all right?
Definitely.
Bet, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Podcast. You already know the vibes. Claremont Distillery, Fairfield, New Jersey. And my boy, we'll just hop into it. Let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yeah, man, my name is Ian, aka DJ Hover. I'm from right here in New Jersey. I'm really just here for the artists, man. I've been in radio a little bit. I've done event hosting for the past couple of years.
Word.
Me and Turk go back probably to about 2018.
Word.
And, you know, once I found out what Turk was doing, I just had to jump on, man. I had to get involved with it. Just what I was doing with my platform over at Station Head was just finding artists, finding ways to expand their career and get them new outlets and just help market and help them come together. And when I found out Turk was doing MadMinds, it was honestly just that perfect fit for where I wanted to be, you know what I mean?
Word, no, yeah, for sure. And you know what? Being a DJ right now in Jersey, I think is absolutely like insane in a good way. Because you have a lot of good DJs that are coming out, they're putting on shows. You know, I know there's this DJ I know, I forget, I'm literally botching his name right now, but he was putting on shows like mini raves in Jersey, and he started to start a rave culture in Jersey. I mean, like, I had the homie DJ Naya Badass, who's like now moved out to Cali. She's dope, and you know, she went on tour with like people like Jack Harlow and like others too. And then also in the same sense, I also know DJ Danny Verse. He is from I believe he's from Patterson as well. But all these different DJs that are killing it, and you know, I think the DJs are the secret sleepers in Jersey right now. Because when you talk about culture, when you talk about the people who are setting the vibe, it's you guys, the DJs, who are there, the mixing the stuff. You know what I mean? I almost feel the same way as a sound engineer, where sound engineers are always like, you know, slept on because we're the ones who mix and master the music. But you guys are the ones who are actually like mixing it live and doing your thing, bro. How do you feel the DJ culture is in Jersey right now?
To be honest, I feel like the DJ culture is, like you said, it's growing, man, and it really is one of those slept-on things. And it doesn't matter to me if, you know, you're a radio DJ or an event DJ or a table jockey, whatever you want to consider yourself. I feel like DJs and even, like you said, you know, engineers and producers, they are really the foothold in this industry right now. And if you find yourself a good DJ or a good producer to just link with and work with consecutively, I think that is what drives people so much further in this industry. I see so many artists who jump around DJs, jump around engineers, and their sounds change and their fan base changes. And to me, just having that solid person who's gonna tell you, hey, listen, like, you know, this track needs to be mixed this way, your vocals sound like this, like, that's so important, and a lot of people, they don't have that nowadays.
Word, dude. So tell me as well, you being a DJ in this space, how do you see the artist, how do you see the music culture growing in Jersey?
Yeah, I mean, I see it growing huge. From when I first started, it was really hard to find genuine artists who are constantly on their grind and working and wanting to really grow and expand. Since then, I've seen artists venture out and do their own music videos, produce their own music. I mean, for instance, shout out Samad Savage, you know, being one of Jersey's best that I've seen do it, produce, mix, master his own stuff. To me, that is so big. I think the music culture in Jersey is super slept on, and I think people need to wake up, man. Jersey's going up.
I definitely feel the same way. And, you know, some of the artists you name, I mean, like Samad's my boy too, bro. I mean, like, he's doing big things out here. But I have one last question for you.
Yeah.
When it comes to people who want to be DJs or who want to take a similar course of what you're doing, what advice do you have for those people?
Man, I just gotta say, just be truthful to who you are in this industry. And I mean, I've come across people who were big names on Hot 97, and I've sat down with them, and some of them have been like, yo, you know, you gotta be just really you. If you're coming in and you're trying to be someone you're not, people are gonna see through that, and they're gonna see that you're trying to be a show DJ. And no one wants to be a show DJ, no one wants to be a show host. You want to be an event host, an actual MC behind your craft. So to me, just be genuine, man, and just love what you do, because I know that's what I do.
My boy, dropping some absolute gems on the pod. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for your time. Please let the people know where they can find you online, and any shout outs, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, of course. So you guys can find me at DJ_Hover_WNE on Instagram. Honestly, you guys can find me everywhere. I'm all over the place. I got a business, I got multiple clothing lines, I got a bunch of stuff involved with Turk, and you guys are gonna see me right here, back again at the next MadMinds Takeover, April 23rd at the Homestead in Morristown, New Jersey. Let's get it, baby.
Dude, thank you so much. I'll just see you soon, man. Catch you around, man. Thank you so much. AK, what? AK-47.
Yo, what happened to my
AK.
thing, yo?
Bro, if you can't fix it, nah, don't even. If you can't figure it out, he can't be on the show. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AO Chill podcast. Y'all already know the vibes. This man to my left, this man to your right. Listen, he's a man, myth, legend, man. He shows so much love. Yo, what's good?
What's good, everybody?
So
How
much
we
love.
feeling, brother?
Dude, please take. I know you need no introduction, but let the people know who you are and where you're from.
I go by the name of AK-47. I'm an independent superstar out of Rockland County, New York. Most importantly, I'm a father, I'm a videographer, I'm a director, that's it, man. I'm a motherfucking living legend, huh?
Dude, my boy AK, I think this is now our what? Our
Third or fourth.
I feel somewhere around there, dude. And you know, I've been blessed to be kind of like ushered into this MadMinds family, and I've been ushered into the events that you guys go through. And you know, every time that I come to one of these events, I get more and more attached, and I believe more and more into the. You know what? You know, people want to say a hype train, and to a certain extent, maybe. But at the same time, it's like the people here put in the work. But I want your honest take on it. What do you think is the biggest thing that MadMinds needs to work on to reach that next step, that next level?
This is a good question. I think we just need we either need to get an artist that's up and coming and catch them at the right time, or we just need like a really big artist to like perform here, like whether it's Jadakiss, Davies, fucking any independent artist. I mean, I don't know, I'm just throwing random names out there, but I think that will just bring the validity to the next level. That, and I think sponsorship. So if you want to sponsor MadMinds, I think you guys could also help us take us to that next level. So I don't know. You put me on the spot with this question, man.
No,
That's
it's
a good ass
okay,
question.
because I was wondering, you know, because I think that, you know, we have a good thing going here, right? We have an amazing thing going here, actually. And, you know, I don't think there's anybody who has sat down here and had anything bad to say, because I think what a lot of other, you know, performance venues lack is some organization, you know, or sometimes the passion just put it on. And, you know, at a certain point, when you do enough of these shows, and you know, you and Turk have been doing these for how long? You know, like you could put this together in a day if you really wanted to.
Absolutely.
But I feel like there's steps and steps that you could take to make it better and better. And I think, you know, us coming here last night, you know, and you guys setting up last night was like another step in the right direction, where I'm just like, yo, I didn't have to worry about my equipment being here. It was already here. So when I came here, I was more relaxed. This is the most relaxed I've ever been. Most relaxed I've ever been.
Hell
But this is
yeah.
also the most hectic I've almost had it too. You know what I mean? You got people coming in and out, you know, people
I
trying
feel
to
the
walk
same
in
way,
and everything.
bro.
You know, and I know some people were wilding with the cameras over there in the beginning of the show, right? Too, right?
Yeah, shout out to the homie that grabbed the camera. Whatever, man. It's cool. But I feel like MadMinds is a culture, man. It's kind of just like a family. Like this is like a music festival going on in the distillery. So I think that's what makes it different than like concerts. Like a concert at the Starland Ballroom, it's like very like like security checks you, you go in, you get a drink, you watch the show, you leave. But like this, we got like so much shit going on. Like at the show in Bud Lake, New Jersey, we had the guy outside spinning fire and shit like
Word.
that. So like this is also, I feel like, if you could like step into the internet, like that's what MadMinds is, because there's podcasts going on, there's merch booths. It's like a brick and mortar for like internet radio. Yeah, that's fire, dude.
Yeah,
that's fire.
dude. And I feel it. And you know what? You have so many people out here who have their tables out. You're like you said, the vendors and everything. You know, what do you think? What goal would it be maybe in the next couple of years? Like what venue do you think is the next step too? You know, because obviously we have the Homestead in Morristown coming out too. But you know, like, do you think in the future, like, you know, I forgot what that venue is called in Montclair, but that big one. Do you think that's something in the future for MadMinds, or where do you see it going?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Starland Ballroom is one of my favorite venues, so I think we should definitely tackle that. Yeah, I mean, just taking it step by step. So I think next is just theaters. But there's a whole different like strategy that we got to take to like hit that, because you're just in a whole different ball game at that point. But I'm not really familiar with that many venues in Jersey, but I would definitely say Starland Ballroom. And also just like outside festivals. I think this summer, I think we should really get involved in community, nonprofit organizations and just do some shit outside. Like even if there's like a Turkish from Parsippany, so if there's like a Parsippany street fair, how could we get involved and have like a MadMinds segment? Do it all for free, just all for the love, but that'll bring so much more awareness to the brand, man.
Word. I got another question for you. You being the photographer, the videographer here, and seeing everybody performing, what do you see in all the artists that you see consistently kind of messing up, where you're like, yo, you need to get this together to get to that next level of performing? Because let me tell you, one thing that we were talking about before, I'm like, yo, some of y'all forgetting y'all lyrics? Come on. Y'all gotta get on top of that, at least, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, bro, I've done like 300 shows probably in my whole career, but we're not gonna get into that. But I think the important thing is like attention to detail. Don't perform over your backing tracks. I think that's super important, because when you're rapping your words, you sound fucking distorted over your other shit. And accidentally, I'm doing that today, but you'll never catch me doing that if it wasn't just like a last minute thing. Like my head is elsewhere right now. I'm focused on video and directing, and music is kind of like in the background, but I think that's very important because the audience can tell right away. So I think that's number one. And number two, I think it's just branding. So like how 038 crew comes in like the super dope outfit, it's like something that they can remember, right? So like MGK, for example, you could say whatever you want about his outfit, but if he performed here right now, you'd be able to spot him because be like, yo, that dude in the yellow polka dot was fire. Yeah. So like, if you're just looking like, no offense, if you're just looking like Murph and you're just wearing all black with white shoes, it's very hard for the audience to remember your name. So I think that is super important as well, the image.
Well, AK.
No disrespect to your outfit. You look fresh, man. You look fly.
Yo, Murph, I love you, man. I love you, man. But guys, you already know, AK40 Devin, now is the time to let the people know where they can follow you. Any shout outs you got, now is the time to do it, my brother.
Shout out my son, most importantly, man. I love you to fucking death, yo. Shout out to Turk, bro. You're my fucking brother. Shout out to Ayo Chill. Shout out to Incredible Murph. Shout out to C Has the Barber and Stash Barbers. They're taking me to South by Southwest next month. It's my first time going to Texas, first time going to South by Southwest. Shout out to my motherfucking mom. Shout out to Decap Black, my motherfucking brother. Shout out my mentor, Big Veg, man. I could go on and on about shout outs, but those are just some people coming to mind right now.
Dude, AK, thank you so much. It's always love.
I love you, brother.
I
love you, brother.
Too. We'll catch each other soon.
Shout out Soundsick Productions, huh?
Dependable, the delectable, impendable works too. Impendable. The inconceivable. The inconsequential.
Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But boy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast. You already know the vibes. Another artist, another guest out here. This man needs no introduction. This is what, your third time on the podcast now?
Yeah.
Dude, take a couple seconds. Let the people know who you are, where you're from.
It's the Incredible Murph. We're coming from Rockland, Woodbury area, New York, 845. You know what's up. And yeah, just dropped a new song today. It's called Mic Check. We performed it earlier. It was dope, so yeah.
Dude, Murph, we've we've had some good times on the podcast.
Yeah.
You definitely have some good times. And you know what, Murph? You live a very interesting life.
Thanks, bro.
Very interesting life.
I appreciate you noticing.
I always enjoy seeing what's going on in those stories. You know, I'm debating whether I want to bring this up or not because I thought it was hilarious.
All right.
But you posted it up on your story, so I assume you're cool with like talking about it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so I was looking at your story one day, and you had put up a poll, and it was like, should I go out tonight, yes or no?
Yeah.
And I was like, you already made your decision by the time I voted, but I hit yes, just to see the most dope story after. So it was like, so I see you're pre-gaming or something, you're like, I'm going out tonight. And I was like, I bet this man's lit. Then I see you drinking at a bar, and you're like, yo, we're getting lit. And I was like, damn, this man's like doing his thing, right? And he's like, I don't care, I'm alone. And then the next thing I see like a girl creeping out in the back, right? I was like, all right, this is dope. Like, good for I didn't think about the next story. You're getting thrown back on, bro. And you're giving the world the POV right there. I'm like, yo, Murph is living his best life right now, dude. And I was like, dude, it fits with the name. You are an absolutely incredible human being, dude. Tell me, dude, like, what brings you to MadMinds today? I know you just performed and stuff, but like, how did the performance feel? How did the vibes feel? You know, like, talk to me.
First of all, I'm just smiling ear to ear that you recognize the work that I put into these stories right now.
Yeah, man, of course.
And, you know, I try to stay modest, but I did realize that my life is crazy. I took a note today. I write in my notes all the time. I couldn't even tell you. I'll tell you 5 years from now what it said because this is some crazy shit that happened last night.
Y'all heard 5 years from today, whenever this is posted, I'm going to ask him, right?
Last night was crazy. Yeah, hell yeah. But, yeah, here I am tonight. I was working on a song 30 minutes before I left to come here. I finished it, uploaded it, and I was like rapping the lyrics the whole way here, and I performed it, and like I think it went pretty good. Like I'd give myself like an 8 out of 10, I would say.
Word. That's good. That's good, man. So, you know, I don't know what number MadMinds this is for you. You know, this is my third MadMinds, you know.
Probably like 5 or 6.
You know, how do you feel about this MadMinds comparative to the other ones?
This one's dope. There's a lot of fresh faces here and a big crowd, and everyone's supportive. Like we were rapping outside even.
That's sick.
Yeah, we were all rapping outside, freestyling and shit. It's good to meet all the other rappers too. Like I just love talking with rappers and stuff. So
you know, and it's funny that you say fresh faces because I feel like everybody who's come on the podcast almost today is very new.
Oh, word.
You know what I mean? Like I've never had like a lot of these open micers.
That's good. That's good for both of you.
Yeah, for sure. It was really cool talking to some of these people.
Yeah.
Some people promoting their business and just
that's sick.
getting on
I'm
and
glad to
talking.
hear that because that means that like MadMinds is expanding as well. That's good for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I got one more question for you, Incredible Murph. The incredible, delectable, edible Murph.
I'm gonna have to clip that. I'm gonna use that. So like that's gonna be like the incredible forever.
Dude, please do.
Put it in one of my songs, bro.
What advice do you have for people who are trying to make it in this music game?
You gotta put in your 10,000 hours. You gotta, if you really love it, then you'll do it all the time. It'll pain you not to make music. And then the only thing that can happen after you do something, so many reps of something, is that you just go up. Like things start working. You start meeting people. People recognize your talent. And you get better at your craft. So I would say just keep doing the thing that you love is the answer to that, yeah.
Word, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the incredible, delectable, edible, spreadable Murph, all right? Thank you. Don't cut that.
Hey, yo, chill podcast.
Bro,
man.
thank you so much for coming on the pod. We appreciate you. Let the people know where they can find you and any shout outs. Now's the time to do that.
Yo, we're about to head up in the forklift in 5 minutes. You see?
I saw, bro. That was fire.
That was crazy. But you guys can follow me at The Incredible Murph on all platforms. And yeah, I'm putting out. I got a couple music videos that we're gonna drop eventually and stuff like that. Things will be on the way. So.
Dude, appreciate you, bro. Much
appreciate
love,
you, bro.
And we'll catch each other soon, man.
Keep
Much
doing
love,
what you're
bro.
doing, bro.
Thank you,
Yeah,
I
hell yeah,
appreciate
you're
it.
killing it, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast. We literally chilling. You know what's wild? Co-producer Miguel was just like, yo, it's running smooth. We're getting towards the end. It's 11 o'clock right now. We're chilling. The people are still vibing. Nathaniel's taking pictures. Jen's looking at the camera. And to my left, he needs no introduction. This man is putting on for Jersey. Guys, let me tell you, to go from what you're doing before, like when you decide to take something seriously and like actually start being consistent and like making a movement, like this man to the left of me exemplifies that to the max, and I got so much respect for it. And I think that when we had our podcast, I caught him right at the launching point, because the underground developmentals have been absolutely crucial, I think, to the underground scene, and I applaud you for that, my boy. But please take a couple seconds, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Hello. I want to say thank you for that. That was a great introduction already, but my name is Kurt Donovan. I'm an artist. I do events where I showcase different underground artists in Jersey and really put on all the different creatives, whether they be painters or artists or designers or whatever they may be, just giving a platform for underground artists to be able to showcase their work and meet more people in the scene and just be able to just get better and just get more developed with their artwork. And there's not too many platforms that are really helping people just get better and just meet more people around there and just creating a community. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with events and everything like that, and with my music as well.
For sure. There we go. For sure, dude. And you know what? Like, I think that it's absolutely commendable because, you know, the whole time, you know, I love MadMinds. Turk is going to watch that. He knows I love MadMinds. But what I think needs to happen in Jersey is people putting on more shows. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And it's not like, you know, I want like competition, but there's always some type of healthy competition that's out there. Yeah. And it's like, it's not competition in the sense like I'm trying to be better than you, but it's the competition where it's like, yo, let's lift each other up. Like, let's hold each other accountable,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah,
and it's like,
I think that's the most important thing. That's exactly why, like, I made it a point to come here and just support all the different creatives and all the different artists in here and just different shows in Jersey in general, just because, like, we really need to support each other. Like my shows definitely do something, but it also needs to be something where it's like the whole state is kind of having their ability to do that as well.
Word.
That's why I like to come out here and support these shows. And I seen that there was a show that NJ Hip Hop is doing in South Jersey.
Word, yeah,
they're starting to do their weekly shows now. So it's like, I think it's dope to be able to have different platforms where a lot of different artists in Jersey can really go to, and then that's how the entire state is really on in the same scene for real. I think that would be really sick.
well, as a matter of fact, let's talk a little bit about, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. That's what I'm here for.
I know this is your interview, but you know, NJ Hip Hop, you know, like, I don't know if he's been around for a while or how it's been, but I feel like I just tapped in with NJ Hip Hop like maybe like a couple of months ago, and now that's all I see on my Instagram, dude.
Yeah,
like people tapping
crazy.
in with him and, like, you know, bigger artists, you know, in Jersey who are like, I don't know, for lack of better words, more established and have been doing this for a while. All follow NJ1 Hip Hop and everything, and I love seeing it. I love seeing like the people coming together and like backing this. Like, what is your thoughts on like NJ1 Hip Hop?
Oh, I think that's so commendable to have like that consistency for a number of just years and just really putting that work in and just supporting consistently artists like every single day. Like, I've been following them for a couple of years, and they really never took their foot off the gas when it comes to doing certain things like that. And I think it's just really with more platforms that are like coming up and just supporting each other. Like, I think that's the main thing that really is going to skyrocket everything. Right. And just the support of more people just coming together and doing things like coming in person and just collaborating on different things. Oh, this is Samad Savage right here. Shout out Samad Savage, Jersey.
Shout out Samad Savage, bro. That's my boy.
Jersey goes crazy, I'm telling you. they sleep on Jersey.
They do sleep on Jersey, and I think that's been kind of the theme today, where I've been saying people sleep on Jersey, but at the same time, like, I feel like there's no better time to be an artist than in Jersey right now. Like, we're really living in like an up and up era. I don't want to call it peak because I refuse to believe that this is the peak of what Jersey can be.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, off the top of my head, you got Billion Bars Club, you got Underground Developmental, you got MadMinds, and I know there's a couple more shows that people talked about that I'm not naming, and just hearing like NJ1 Hip Hop putting on their shows for South Jersey, bringing the state together, Like, it's like, I think as long as we set the foundation to create artists where they could perform like what you're doing specifically, literally developing artists, giving them the opportunity to perform, and like, it just means so much, because it's like one performance could change an artist's life forever.
Exactly. That's the one thing I love about it, especially when it's like new artists and stuff like that. Like, I've been doing it for so long that it's like kind of just like normal to me. Like, yeah, like you could perform, like put an artist on a stage, like word, and then like just keep moving. But like, I don't even be realizing that a lot of time for them, like, that just made their like whole like life, just being able to have that opportunity to really perform, and just like, especially for your like first time, or if it's like your first time where like an audience is really interacting with you, like that's the experience that you like really take with you for a long time. Like, I can vividly remember the first time I performed and I saw people actually like receive the song in a way that was like okay, I got something going, and that was really the most inspiring thing. So yeah, I like that is just crazy to me, just because like was just that, like starting artists like a couple years ago, and now it's like helping artists in that same predicament is like really I love it. I just love doing it. And I feel like I love that you do this as well. Just give artists a platform to really like sit down and like actually get a chance for people to get to know them. Like, especially with the lack of events, there's really not like anywhere where you can actually meet artists. Like yeah, you can follow them on Instagram, but like you don't really know them. Like where it comes to actually sit down and having a conversation, like I feel like that's so important. Like even more than certain events. Like I used to do events that were far off, but just doing the weekly events, I'm starting to actually get to know people a lot better.
Facts.
And just watching like your podcast and watching podcast people do, like you get to know people like so much better.
Dude, and I appreciate it to the max, bro. Like, I appreciate it a lot. Looks like I'm having some sound problems. But, I think what really means the most, I think, in all of this is really like just letting the artists be art, I think a lot of the times we get too caught up in the sense of like, I want to be the biggest artist ever or something. I want to be the biggest artist ever. I want to do this. I want to do that. And it's like, I think at the end of the day, this space of music is super competitive. If you really want to make this your life, and you want to like, make your music a business, it's all or nothing, and it's like, it doesn't have to be that way. You can make music, perform, and just enjoy sharing your music and let people vibe with you, It doesn't have to be that you need to be the biggest in the country or whatever, and I think there's something commendable. I hate how the term local legend is kind of looked down upon, where in reality it's like, dude, the people who you are going to affect the most is your community. And the fact that if you're a leader in your community, that means the world. And that means the world to the people who are around you, who surround you, and who you live with, Like, don't get me wrong, like, I want my podcast to affect as many people in the world in a good way. But if I could bring positivity and love to the people who surround me, then they could bring that energy to other people and other people. And either way, it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know the right way to say it, but it's kind of like, a snowball could turn into a giant, like...
Yeah, exactly. Just something small could really make like a huge difference.
For sure, and I think that's really commendable. I think some artists really need to open their eyes, because what I like about MadMinds and stuff like this is like, if more artists paid attention to putting out their heart out on that stage and doing it to the best, I think they'll really find out what they want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's also like a lot of people get just so much better at just coming out and just getting on stage and just getting more developed, and just the more that they do, the more effort they put out there, they see that just the results that come out of that. So it is kind of hard to do that when it's not too many things going on. But yeah, that's why I like to see like a lot of more platforms are like coming up and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's really sick. Yeah, it's a really cool time to be a Jersey artist right now.
It is. Well, Kurt, I want to thank you so much for coming on the pod. You know it's always a pleasure to have you on, brother. Please let the people know where they can find you, and if you have any shout-outs, now's the time to do it.
You can find me everywhere at Kurt Donovan. I'm dropping documentaries every Sunday on different Jersey and New York artists, and I'm doing weekly shows every Wednesday in Montclair, New Jersey at the Meat Locker. So if you're any type of creative artist, come through and get to know more people and just get your work out there and just get more developed. And we're creating a community in Jersey and trying to branch off to everybody else who's trying to create a community. Just really trying to put all the communities together and just like really blow New Jersey up. Shout out on some Chief Keef, really blow New Jersey up, you know? And yeah, so appreciate you.
Dude, Kurt, thank you so much, bro. Much love. We'll catch each other soon, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AOCHO podcast. You already know the vibes. I'm here. We're winding down to the end of the night. Samad Savage is over there killing it. Shout out to my brother Samad.
Hell yeah, let's go Samad. He's killing it out there.
But my boy, we are here for you right now. Please let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Hello, universe. My name is Jesse. Jess Paul Jr. is my Instagram and artist name. That's actually a double entendre, just so you know. It's a guitar, Les Paul Jr., which is a Billy Joe Armstrong model from Green Day, specifically. And my name is Jesse Paul, and my dad's name and my grandfather's name is Paul, so Jess Paul Jr.
Nice, dude. Sick, bro.
So that's like the first time I ever made it like a legit name. So I was like, I gotta stick with it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's dope. That has a dope backstory, and also Billy Joe Armstrong. I'm a big Green Day fan.
You are?
Yeah, I'm a huge Green Day fan, bro.
Yeah, Green Day and like the Beatles probably what got me into music.
Word.
At a young age. I played the bass first.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So that's all I did. I was just like...
Word. So did you get to perform today, or what brings you to the MadMinds today?
You know, I did not get to perform, but I have performed every other MadMinds I've attended.
Sick.
So I have to say the only difference in terms of being either a performing artist or a viewer is as a viewer, I've really gotten to engulf into the environment more and relax and like enjoy it, where I'm not just blanketed with like an intense urge to either get on stage, because I haven't been a featured artist ever before, so I've always been the open guy. So I'm like, hey, what's up? I just want to get on. Let me write my name down. And then you just kind of hope you get on, you know?
Word, yeah.
So that like a little bit anxiety definitely pumps you up, but it's definitely good to have the opposite too. You know, and today I had the opposite for sure.
Word. Yeah, so tell me, dude, like, you know, I don't think there's a lot of other places out in Jersey right now that are doing it like MadMinds. Like, can you describe to me the vibes here? Can you describe to me, like, how it is being here? And, like, is it lame? Is it what you expected? Is it exceeding expectation? Like, what do you think?
I'd say it's like the hip-hop, like, Silicon Valley in a way. It seems like it's more individualized at first, but then when you really look at it, it's a big community of supporters of different types of artists that have different styles, but they all come together in a similar genre. You know what I mean? And it seems like they push each other. Like I see like guys really like putting out like 700 songs. Like I feel like the man after making like 5 decent ones, in my couple of them I haven't released, but you know the idea of having it in your like pocket, like it gives you that confidence. Having 700 tracks, bro, that like actually slap and are mastered, that's like a different level. And I'm pretty sure that's like kind of what Samad's kind of at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know he's performing right now. I want to like really make it known that like I was enjoying his set so bad that the guy that's like got me up here literally had to find me in the crowd.
Word.
So that's my ADHD kicking into good music, you know?
Yeah, no, dude, no, I definitely feel it, bro. And I was just talking about before to Kurt, I was like, it's a great time to be an artist in Jersey right now. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people around who like you could look up to and be like, that guy's doing it. And like, it's hard to try to improve it as an artist when you don't have a lot of people around you who are also trying to level up, you know?
Absolutely, bro. It is so important in life to surround yourself with people that are at least better than you a little bit at something you want to become great at. And, you know, it's like that ping pong, like play someone better in ping pong if you want to get good at ping pong kind of mentality. You have to learn how to get beaten first.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's so important. And I do mortgages outside of this. That's a tough job to learn. I try to do all of my own instruments when I do record in my basement in the lab. I do all the drums in my head. I like write the song on guitar and sing it, but then I'll record all the drums in my head, and then I'll record the bass, the guitar, then the vocals, and mix all the leads and stuff.
Word.
So I go insane. Like it gets a little monotonous after a while, but when you finally get it to sound right, like you feel like, wow, like I made that, and the doll, you know, like, but I made it, you know.
So, I have one last question for you, my friend.
Yes.
When it comes to being an artist, being in this scene, what advice do you have for people to start reaching their goals and reaching a more successful level as an artist or just in general in this music scene?
You have to raise your expectations a lot. If you raise your expectations for yourself, let's say you had to tell yourself, I have to do 20 push-ups right now, and you do 19, you should feel bad about yourself if you told yourself ahead of time you're doing 20, even if you're in pain. Unless you're like literally breaking your shoulders, you should try to get 20, otherwise you're getting worse. And as much as that sounds difficult, that's how hard life is, and there's no other way to look at it. Life is really hard, so you have to be a badass, or you're fucked, because you only got one shot. So might as well be badass.
Well, dude, I respect the answer. Definitely dropped some gems on this podcast, dude. I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate you having me on here. I've been like really looking forward to trying to do things like podcasts.
Yeah.
I felt like I have the type of free-flowing mind to try to like be good at that, and I really appreciate you getting me up here.
Yeah, dude,
huge,
I appreciate
huge
it.
appreciation.
Dude, it's much love always, bro, especially here on Ayo Chill.
Yeah.
But now's the time. Let the people know where they can find you, and if you have any shout-outs, now's the time to do it.
All right, shout out to my man Ryan Grasso doing the sound tonight. He's my producer on 4040s. You can reach me on Instagram or on DistroKid or all platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music at 4040s. And my name is Jess Paul Jr. and don't do drugs.
My boy, much love, bro. I hope to see you soon, my man.
Yo, man.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are here back. Ayo Chill, Claremont Distillery. Y'all already know the vibes. Shout out to Claremont Distillery. Shout out to Tim, who I just spoke to. You're an amazing guy. I hope we get to, collab and do some stuff. We're talking about some work, but enough of that. To the left of me, returning to the podcast, my boy. Take a couple seconds, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
How you doing, man? I'm from originally born and raised Paterson, New Jersey. I go by Young Static, STADIX, Young Static. Young_Static through all social media. Yeah.
Dude, my boy, did you get to perform today?
Yeah, I came on probably like 10 minutes ago.
Bad, bro. How was the energy? How was it being here, dude? Talk to me about it.
It was cool, man. It's cool. I love that. I love that aggressive energy. Even if I don't know what somebody fucking saying, like fuck it, you can feel that. You can feel that vibe. So I definitely brought that too. Yeah, that's it, really.
So talk to me. Last time we actually spoke, wow. Did we speak during the last one at Claremont? I feel like we spoke last time was at Homestead. Homestead's the last time we talked about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, and that's been a minute. That's been a mean minute. So what have we been doing? What update me on your life, bro?
So, all my life is work and music. So, I don't even want to say the name of the project yet, but I'm working on a new project. I performed 2 releases, part of that project. It's supposed to be some like JPEG Mafia experimental movie thing. I don't want music to be basic anymore. I want to it has to be a beginning, a climax and an end. And I'm trying to change up. I always change up my style. I'm just trying to change it up.
Word, dude. So a big thing that we talked about, today is how it's an amazing time to be an artist in Jersey, but at the same time, it's a big time for artists to actually step up and start doing I think it's time for a lot of artists to realize, all right, am I doing this music to feed the soul, or am I doing this music to feed the soul and feed the pockets, And I think that it takes a lot more than people are really know what they're like in for to actually get to that level. So what is your thoughts on that? Because, you know, there's a lot of artists. I always love seeing the spectrum of artists here at MadMinds because, you know, in the open mic, you can definitely see people who are performing for the first time ever, right? But then you also see some, you know, you get towards the end of the night, and we got some seasoned veterans here who've been doing this for like 10 plus years, you know, and they're just starting to hit their mark now. What are your thoughts?
My thing is, I don't think if you truly into it and you really not into it for the money, I feel like people gonna see that, you know, genuine, you know, that genuine soul you put in your music, and the money will come later. I feel like I don't do this for the money, honestly. I love performing, you know, people feel that energy. I just love showing people new music and theme projects, and you know, so if you're doing this shit for the money, don't even do it. You wasting your time, because like even I think Rick Ross, it took him like 10 plus years before he even started seeing money. So it's kind of like you're doing this for the money, you wasting your time. But if you genuinely love music, like I got this bitch shattered on me. You feel me? So you know, I just love music, so that's what I do it for.
So talk to me a little bit about the Jersey scene. Like, you know, you say you're performing and doing this. Do you have other places where you perform too? Or do you feel like there's enough places in Jersey that you have places to perform at?
Nah, it's just only the ones I know about that's actually, you know, doing this big is here at MadMinds, and what my man's Lord Bezel does. I think it's Black Billionaire Club.
Billion Bars Club.
Billion Bars Club, right. Yeah, that's the only two I hear name a lot, but I feel like I want Jersey to be the new York. Like, I want it to be as big, you know. So we gotta grow more. We gotta do shit like this a lot more.
Right, for sure. So I have a couple more questions for you. When it comes to performing, when it comes to doing this, like, what advice do you have for artists that might be lacking in the performing department?
You're always gonna be nervous. That's first and foremost. You're always gonna be nervous. I'm nervous every single time. And then you know it's for you. Once you get on that stage, you just feel it. You know, I don't like. When I get on stage, I kind of like I black out as far as lyrics. I just hear the beat, and then it's like my mouth just opens up and it comes out. So I feel like, but if you do have, you know, stage fright shit, just get up and do it. You have to experience it, whether you fail or not. That's what's good about MadMinds too, yo. You might fuck up, yo, people gonna tell you, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna show no hate. Everybody show love here, so that's why I fuck with MadMinds a lot, you know.
My boy, I got one more question for you. Where do you see yourself going in the next couple of years?
I wouldn't even say legend, but I feel like people gonna I'm gonna have like a cult following or some shit. I feel like I strongly feel it because I work on this shit every day, and I just create different shit. Like I put this analogy out all the time. I say comparing it to fast food. Big Mac got McDonald's. Is it McDonald's? Yeah, McDonald's got the Big Mac. You know, Burger King got the Whopper. They got their famous shit, right? So if I'm not trying to imitate other people. So if I make a Big Mac, what makes you not want to go to McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make my secret sauce so that I have a cult follower and people come to me. So that's what I see in a couple years. I see people, you know, loving my shit, and I mean, that's basically it, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, my boy, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming on the pod. Now is the time. Let the people know where they can find you, and any shout outs that you got, now is the time to do it.
Hey, yo, you can find me IG, Twitter, TikTok. I don't even be on TikTok like that, but you can follow me on TikTok too. Young_static, Young spell regular, static, STADIX. You know, shout out to, you know, Raw Music. Shout out my man's Junior B, always showing up, my right hand man. That's all I got, you know. Shout out everybody making good music.
Dude, I respect you, bro. Thank you so much for coming on. And I'm sure we'll cross paths soon, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is currently 11:20 p.m. We are in the Claremont Distillery. Shout out Claremont, shout out Tim, shout out MadMinds. You already know the business. Shout out my boy, take a couple seconds, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Hey, bro, my name is Chris.Flores. I'm born in Patterson, but, you know, I be everywhere, bro. I'm all over the state.
Dude, shout out Patterson, bro. I love that. That's my birth city, too, bro.
Oh, okay. All right, yo, come here, bro.
Yeah, bro. Mad shout out to Patterson, bro.
I got mad love for anybody from Patterson, bro. All right, did you catch my performance earlier?
I did not catch your performance, dude. But
so I'm a freestyle rapper. I have some shit out. Me and my boy, we used to record a lot in East Orange. You know, we got one song out called Goyard. It got like 80K. But you know, aside from that, I really don't be like recording. I'm a freestyle artist. You know, I just go wherever any stage will welcome me, and I just hop up and I just rip that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word. I feel that. Bro. You know what? Like freestyling is definitely like I feel like a dying art a little bit.
It is. So, you know, there's a difference. Some people consider freestyling, off the top of the head, spitting written verses. For me, it's like an art form where it's like, I'm just trying to put on a performance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get on there, maybe I'll spit some shit that I wrote during my lunch break at work. Maybe I'll spit some shit that I just came up with in the minute, you know? It's a mix. It's a mix of just creating energy for me, you know? Like, for me, when I put on a freestyle, I'm looking at it like a full performance, audio, visual, everything. I'm trying to make sure everybody's feeling what I'm saying, you know?
Word. Nah, that is very respectable and commendable. So when did you start getting into freestyle?
So, part of my family is from the Bronx, you know, that's the birthplace of rap. I've been listening to rap, my early inspirations were like Wu-Tang, Nas, obviously.
Of course.
You know, I grew up listening, I was in the car seat listening to that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I started writing rhymes probably around the age of like 9 or 10. And shit was trash, bruh. I'm telling you, if you listen to anything I wrote in like middle school, that shit's trash. But as I got to high school, I progressed my writing style. I was able to, I was able to just find more interesting ways to say things, you know? And that was part of it. And, you know, I started recording music a lot in high school. You know, I've been working a lot lately, so I kind of slowed down with that. But, you know, whenever I got a chance like this to hop on stage and spit some shit, I'm always down, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, of course, dude. And I think it's very, like I said, it's very commendable because freestyle is super hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think we all been at that point where, like, you know, you're in the car with your buddies, you put on a YouTube beat, and
that shit just comes to you, you know? It's just, because that's the thing, freestyling is it's an energy thing. You know, when you catch a certain energy from either the people around you or the beat you're listening to or even just the mood you're in, you know? For me, it's like tonight I spit a little more aggressive because I was, you know, I have a lot on my mind. I was just trying to get that shit out, you know? Like, and you know, it's all about what you're pulling from around you. It just comes to you and then you take that energy and you put it into your verses, you know?
You know what? I actually have an interesting question that's come into my head when I'm thinking about this.
Sure.
You know, a lot of the things we were talking about today when we're like, yo, what can an artist do to improve their, you know, performance up on stage? And I think a simple thing that we were talking about was very much like, dude, if you're going up to perform your song, like, know your lyrics, dude. Like, that's
it's too many fucking rappers rapping over backtracks, not fucking able to do their own vocals.
Right.
But listen, I don't want to be a hater, so that's why I'm not gonna sit here and like talk shit on this platform. But it's just like, listen, it's too many people where it's like the songwriting versus the actual what they're saying is different, you know? It's like they get in the studio, they come up with something, they write it, whatever, they spit it a couple times, but you know, to me, it's not the same as like when you're feeling that energy in the moment, you know? For me, rapping is emotional, you know? It's like you're spitting what you're really feeling on your mind at that time. So it's like, you know, when I rap, I'm just coming at you like really how it is, you know? Whereas some artists, you know, they'll get into a certain mindset to write a song, they'll get into a certain, you know, emotion to write a song, and it might not transcribe the same way that they're feeling in that moment that it does on the track, you know what I'm saying?
Word. Dude, well, I think that's a perfect note to end on. There's a lot of great gems in there. I hope we get to speak again soon because I feel like I don't get to talk to as many freestylers as I like, you know, want to.
Yeah,
but
bro.
Dude, now's the time. Let the people know where they can follow you, and if you have any shout-outs, now's the time to do so.
Hey, bro, y'all can follow me on Instagram. I don't really put out music, but, you know, my Instagram is chris.flores, all right? That's because I don't got a stage name when I'm rapping at you. It's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I want to make a shout out to Static. That's my boy. He's fucking crazy, and everybody should follow him. He makes crazy-ass music, all right? And that's pretty much it. If I got one thing to say, I told you I'm from the Garden State. I'm far from fake, and y'all people better guard your mate, bro. Come on.
Let's go, bro. Much love, man. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, and non-binaries and everybody else. Yo, let me tell you, we are here at the end of the podcast. Unless someone miraculously shows up while I'm talking, we will be closing out. So thank you for everybody who showed up today. We got so many new... Huh? Yeah, come on. Wow, the prayers were just answered. I said unless miraculously anybody randomly shows up, we're going to close it out. But I got my boy here who just decided to come through. Got my boy, please take a seat, put on the headphones.
Oh, yeah, my favorite headphones.
Homie, what's good? What's good?
Going on? What's going on? Now I know how it feels when like people come into the studio and they don't know how to put the headphones on, bro. They over here.
Dude, let me tell you, I was just closing out the podcast, and I was just saying,
I'm the last one.
You are the last one.
No way.
I was just saying,
MadMinds 2023, we here, bro. My name is Roach.
I was just saying, I was like, yo, if anybody miraculously comes here and sits down, we're closing up. But dude, you're here. I'm glad you are. Take a couple seconds, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
My name is Roach. I'm from New Jersey. You can find me on all socials at @ROVCH_, roach.com, ROVCH.com. But yeah, I'm a producer, engineer, videographer, whatever you need. I'm the best in New Jersey. I don't care who else said it.
Dude, my boy, so we'll just get straight into it, man. What number MadMinds is this for you?
This is like my third MadMinds, my first one performing. I did the open mic set. I didn't want to get featured as a featured artist yet. I don't think I'm ready for that, but yeah, that's where we are right now.
Well, bro, so can you describe the vibes that happened today? Like, how do you feel about it? Like, you know, like, where are we at?
Bro, the vibes, this place looks like you're in the International Space Station, like, combined with Invader Zim and, like, the MadMinds soul. Like, you really can't, like, quantify it, bro. We're in a distillery, first of all. There's metal shit all around. Wait, can I curse on this?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. There's metal shit everywhere. There's metal tubes, and I don't know if y'all can see that there's a big-ass cauldron over there. Like, what kind of fucking environment, ambiance, and shit do you ever see this at? Like,
dude, no, that is very true, and I feel like it adds to, like, you know, it kind of adds to the ambiance. It's almost like where else would you know that you could perform a crazy hip-hop show in a distillery in New Jersey,
literally,
in
bro.
Fairfield of all places?
I feel hip-hop as fuck being here, bro. Like, literally, that's why I come out to each and every one of these anytime they happen. I was here for the Halloween one. And, like, each time you're here, you kind of just find yourself a little bit more, because it's like, all right, you got to let go of that part of yourself if you're going to be in MadMinds, bro. Everybody else here is wilding out, so I might as well come and wild out, too. Like, my name is Roach, bro. I'm here. You better buy a ticket next time.
Dude, of course, dude. So tell me, bro, what advice do you have for the people out there who are trying to do this, get into the game, and just, like, you know, get part of this community?
Shit, man. Let me get comfortable. You have literally just got to do it, bro. Like, I don't have a job. Like, I donate plasma twice a week. I've saved over 160 people's lives doing this shit. And, like, at first it was for the money, but, like, you got to really make a decision as, like, an artist. Like, I need to buy myself pretty much an eighth a week to get my music done, because let's be honest, no music or no producers getting this shit done without some weed, right? So in order for me to make my beats and sell my beats, I must have my weed, and I don't feel like working. So 2 times a week I go to CSL Plasma. They hook me up, and at first it started out as being for the money, but like after a while I really started like auditing the process, like seeing how the techs go about doing their stuff, and how like it affected me, other donors and stuff, and you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm helping part of the process. So
what's your blood type?
I don't even fucking know. They don't tell you that shit, bro. At this point it's like damn near routine for me. Like even my birthday, I was in Miami last week. I went and I donated there too, cause like why not? Dog?
Word.
Like it's part of me at this point. Like I feel like when I get rich, I'm not even gonna say even. When I get rich, bro, I'm still gonna be donating, cause like fuck that shit. Like that's who I am.
That's sick, dude. That's sick. I actually always wanted to get into the donating plasma game. So.
Hey man, listen, use my referral code so I can get some money, man. I might not have to donate 1 or 2 weeks. God damn it.
Dude, I will, bro. You let me know.
Yeah.
I'm in there. I'm
cool.
in there, bro.
Wait, we gotta put a referral code, goddamn, right here over my face, cover everything. Like I need that shit. God damn it.
My boy. So, dude, tell me. I'm gonna ask you just a couple more questions. So, like, what do you think shows like MadMinds do to help the culture in Jersey?
I mean, what does it do? Like, there's so many people, like, so the way that I do go about, like, producing and stuff is I go to my live shows, I find the artists that I want to work with, I'm like, yo, I got a studio back in Union City, come real quick, 6 hours, $250, we record, I'll get your beats right, and like there is no other outlet for me to be able to do that. There is no other place for me to come and sit down and be like, yo, Dada was fire. I need to go see him. I need to have Dada come to the studio. Dada's gonna come to the studio. Me and Dada rock out. Me and Dada just shot a video. You know what I'm saying? Shiesty, shout out to Shiesty, bro. I found her not at a MadMinds event, but like at another open mic type event. And like these things are priceless, invaluable, bro. Like these are artists that like I wouldn't have been able to work with. Period. And like the confidence and stuff that you gain from being at MadMinds, bro, it's invaluable.
Well, my dude, I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Thank you for being the last podcast of the day.
Of course, bro.
You caught me at the perfect time. Let the people know where they can find you and any shout-outs that you have. Now is the time to say it.
Once again, you can find me at rovch.com, roach.com. It's spelled ROVCH because I didn't want to get sued by anybody who was named ROACH. rovch.com, Roach LLC, at Roach_ on Instagram. That's what I got.
Dude, my boy, thank you so much. Hopefully we catch you at another MadMinds.
Dude, I'll be back for the next one, man. Don't even play like that.
Dude, I'll catch you soon and have a great one, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. That was sick, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the end of the podcast. It's been an amazing time at the Claremont Distillery. Shout out, give me 1 second. Shout out to Miguel, shout out to Nathaniel, shout out to everybody, shout out to all the artists who came here. It's been an amazing time. Real quick, I'll have Miguel come in.
Oh, what a beautiful time, what a beautiful time. The first thing I want to say for sure, thank you to Nathaniel. Thank you, Nathaniel, for coming out tonight. He just left. It was late on in the evening. He didn't have to pop out. He did a phenomenal job. Shout out to him. You see him earlier in the video. He did a great job. Secondly, what a time, brother.
It's been wild,
what
bro.
What a time.
I told you, bro. I told you. I've been telling you about this for a while, bro. And imagine I was doing this too. Like, I did 2 of these alone.
Yeah, that's like the amount of drama. Like we dealing with on the side of like, people drinking and then people not wanting to pay attention, people, leaving, not coming back and then getting mad. It's like, imagine by yourself. I can just imagine by yourself like that having to do that and then lock back in. It's truly, that's what everybody's been saying, it's been a long journey, to get to this point.
Yeah,
for
dude,
sure.
It's wild, bro. But like I was saying, do you have anything else to say, or do you want to just close it out? Because I'm ready to wrap it up.
Ready to wrap it up. AOCHO Podcast, MadMinds. Come on down, Claremont Distillery.
The next show, April. Oh my God, we had the paper somewhere. It's April. Oh, here it is. Guys, check it out. The next show, April 23rd, the Homestead Bar, Morristown, New Jersey. This is going to be the craziest show of MadMinds yet in history. Last time we had over 400 people show up to Morristown. Bro, this time, I think guaranteed, I'm going to promote it like crazy. We're going to have over 500 people in Morristown. Homestead Bar in Morristown. If you don't show up, I don't know what you're doing, dude. I think you're literally missing the biggest showcase, the biggest hip-hop showcase in Jersey by indie artists, by started up artists, for artists who are trying to make it. But like I said, if you don't show up to this, you're missing out. You're missing out on me, and you're missing out on all the opportunity. Now is the greatest time to be an up-and-coming artist in Jersey, and that's all I got to say about that. Guys, Ayo Chill, Claremont, thank you for hosting us. Shout out to Tim, the owner of the Claremont. Shout out to Turk. Shout out to Liv. Shout out to everybody who helped put this together. Shout out to AK-47. Shout out to Miguel. Shout out to Nathaniel. Shout out to Jen, who's behind the camera, who's been rocking with us the whole time here. And yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's time to get out, and we'll call that a pod.
Yes, sir.
I'll catch y'all on the next one. Episode 3, I think it's gonna be sullybop. We'll see what it is. But guys, y'all already know the business. AOCHO Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you find your podcast. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, show some love, and merch coming soon. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace! Break this down.